Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Party Podcast, where we give you all the hottest sports take with cultural and lifestyle impact. It's your boy D Lamp.
Hey, it's your boy Melo.
It's your dog Huncho.
And it's your boy Jay-Tay.
Yo, what's good,
Yes,
fellas?
sir.
Another
And
week.
we formed the party.
Another week. How y'all feeling?
Hey,
Man, how Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, you already know I'm hyped. Just picked out the winner, the first pick. So I'm over here hyped. So, how y'all
Already
boys
know.
doing?
Man, Lamp, how you feeling, man? Yesterday was GOAT day, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
you know I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I can't complain. I'm blessed to see another year.
More
you feel
life.
me?
More life.
Had a good
More life.
weekend, so I can't complain. Definitely good over here.
Good, bro. Good. How y'all boys doing? Jay, man, any update?
I ain't got no complaints. I'm good. Everything kosher, man. One day at a time. Glad to be here. It's kind of crazy because we release our episodes every Sunday at noon. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. We here a little earlier this week, so it just feels different because I keep thinking it's a different day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Definitely.
not. So
Yeah,
Facts,
we
facts.
record our. Oh, go ahead.
no.
No.
Go ahead, Lam.
No, I was
Go
just gonna say we record our episodes on each Thursday, and today Wednesday. So I know everybody a little threw off. So
Yeah, man. I keep thinking today Thursday. So
Hey, man, we gotta take that road dog mentality right now, bro. We on the little
Yes, sir.
road, but hey, you
Facts.
already know what time it is when you're on the road. You gotta
Road
show up
trip.
and show out. That's
Hey.
the mood I'm on.
and with that
Hey.
being said, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, what we sipping on today, man?
Oh yeah.
What we got? What we sipping on today, man?
I'm on
Oh,
board.
yeah.
I gotta be up early tomorrow, so I got some
Okay,
water.
Zay got
Grab
water for sure.
Ain't nothing
Understood.
wrong with that.
What we sipping
you
on?
know,
You already
we
know.
stay over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
We stay over
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Menage and silk. You know what I mean?
And the Stella.
Over here
the
with
Stella.
y'all.
Hey.
Little red
Well, it's like,
wine.
okay. Hey, don't worry
Cheers.
about
Cheers.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cheers. All right. With that being said, everybody got their cups up. Let's dig right into this cultural and lifestyle topic. So,
Let's get it.
we've been, all been indulged in the playoffs and everything. So me and Lamp was briefly talking about man, we just seen KD go off for an amazing game. We'll talk about that a little later. But we just talked about the mentality of international players and American players. And we've been talking about Giannis being the defensive player of the year. And KD goes off and do what he does. So it just brought the topic to question, fellas. Is there a difference in the American basketball player, the style of play? And is there a difference in international play and, how they interpret, what's going to be done, in the game or anything? Like Lamp brought up a perfect example. Like Giannis says that he's always playing within the system. I want to be a coach's guy, but, we typically feel, and, this is just our care when we playing 2K too, or when we hooping in any sport. I'm going to cover the best man. Coach, I got this. You know what I'm saying? So it just brought up to debate, fellas. So I just want to, kind of get your take. What's the difference in the international American player? Or is there a difference at all? So let's kick it off. Let's start with you, bro.
All right, bet. I really like this question because I feel like you could say there's differences, you could say there's similarities, and it all just depends on like how you feel and what you think. So for me, I feel like there are some differences in between like the styles of play, toughness, and that doesn't necessarily mean all players, but for example, I feel like in America and in the NBA, most of the athletes are African American, black. So most black kids come up, especially if you're not in the richest of neighborhoods, like the best of neighborhoods, the suburbs, they come up playing street ball and stuff like that. And when you play street ball, there's a lot of contact. There's no refs, so people do what they want. You just out there and you got a ball. And I feel like coming up overseas, a lot of it is more facilitated. I would say. I would say a lot of it's more lean towards the professional or organized style of basketball. But over here in America, if you out here hooping on the streets, on the blacktop, it's whatever goes. So I feel like when it comes to toughness, a lot of the NBA players today who come up from nothing and who are out there playing on blacktop and stuff come up with a little bit of a different mentality and their toughness compared to international players when they come over here. Also, I feel like the style of play is different because international players, as we known and as we've seen, as they started to come into the NBA, and that doesn't necessarily mean today, but as we've seen, they usually are more finesse players, while a lot of the U.S. players are heading to the hole, dunking, and I mean now a lot of like NBA is shooting now because of Steph Curry and what Steph Curry did and him changing the landscape of basketball. But before then, it was just physicality. But I mean, now the whole NBA is kind of more finesse, but you still have those players who are always trying to get to the rim, get a dunk, and get those highlights. So I feel like styles of play are also different. But also going back to what you brought up as far as like telling the coach, okay, I'm going to do this because I feel like I can or I want to. Like I feel like with a lot of the American players, like you said, if the best player on the opposing team is killing everybody, okay, look, y'all might not be able to stop him, but I'ma stop him. Even if coach says, no, we won't so-and-so on him. No, coach, I got it. Especially if I'm the best player on our team. No, I got him. Let me check him. I'm going to do something about it. But, like, on the other end, sometimes I feel like with international players, they're more so of, okay, coach said this, so let me listen to coach. Let me make sure I do what coach says. And, for example, with Giannis, he's always, even in his interviews, he's always saying, well, coach wanted me to do this, so I'm going to make sure I did this. And even last night, they were asking him, are you going to guard KD? He said, I would love to step up to the challenge, and I'll guard him if coach wants me to do that. No, that's not the answer you give. It's, yeah, I'm taking him out the game. Like, next game, we're not going to see the same KD. But I feel like that comes with the whole international versus the U.S. thing. But, yeah, so let me go ahead and kick it to Melo. Hear what you got to say.
I get where you're coming from. I think more so, it's tough, right? Now, I guess I'm trying to process all of it because the league has become so international now.
Yeah.
That international players don't look how the international players look.
Used to.
Right? Like when you used to think of international players, like prior to this new wave of players, when you think of international players as the dirt, you know, that type of the Ginobili's, like that type of mold of player. And it's like, well, Ben Simmons is a international player.
True.
And he said, I'm gonna check. He just said, I'm gonna check Trae Young. I'm gonna go get Trae Young. He ain't gonna do that to me. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I got Trae Young. And he an international player.
True.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if I can attribute it to it being an international versus American thing, or if Giannis just being who he is as the type of player. Because I mean, at the same token, KD wasn't guarding Giannis, and KD is an American-born player, and we all know that Giannis is the best player on that team. So I struggle with that part of it, but there definitely is a difference, I believe, and the just the grittiness of the two styles of American style versus the international. Like you said, Lamp, I agree with you. You come up, a lot of these dudes that are in the league, you know, most of them come from not too much or not a lot of wealth. Or, you know what I mean? Like you said, not a lot of things are given to them, so they do have an edge. They have a grittiness to them. Whereas some of the other international players don't appear to have that same grittiness. Like I said, I struggle with the checking things because like I said, I just named, Ben Simmons did just say that, and Ben Simmons was, I mean, he did a pretty good job in what game was it 3? And Trae Young obviously had a really big game in game 4, but that's an interesting. It's interesting.
That was just an interesting point to bring up.
Yeah, like I said, I like the take. I like the take, but it's hard now, man. The international player just doesn't look the same, which is a good thing, right? Like the league has become so worldwide. I mean, you even think of like Yao Ming, right? Like Yao is known as a finesse guy. Like, I mean, it is it's hard for me to deny that there's a difference between that. Like I said, there is a different certain grittiness that comes with American-born players. And Giannis has it to an extent. Like, he attacks hard. You know, if you in his way, he gonna try to, he gonna do anything he can. But at the same token, like, there's something missing, which is from here, I believe, that is causing the Bucks to kind of stalemate. And I'm not ready to throw the towel in yet on Giannis, because we forget that it took Jordan X amount of years. It took LeBron X amount of years.
He's still young.
Giannis is only what, 25?
Yeah, 25.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's over for Giannis. Like, he'll never. No, I can't. I'm not gonna go that far. But there's something missing right here, and he better go find it. And immediately.
Before you pass it off, I just wanted to say, I feel like you said, there is like a certain amount of grittiness to certain styles of play when you talk about American and international. And I feel like, I don't know if it's American has almost led towards the international style of play, because like you said, the NBA is so worldwide that I feel like it's a big mixing pot, and the outlier becomes more of the dunkers, the big men that stay in the post, because now almost everything is finesse. So on that case, it does look a lot different.
Yeah, the game is just different now. I mean, the rules and everything else it's facilitated the game to be where it's at now. I mean, Shaq would be called for charges every other play if he played now, bro. Seriously, flagrant every other play. Like, imagine Shaq posting up, I don't know, Jokic, and he backed Jokic down and he spin around like this, and bro, they're that way. Like, that's all game. So you're just a different style of game now, where it and maybe that's why the international players are flourishing to the point that they are, because the game has become such a finesse style game, an outside in type of game rather than inside out. So I'm curious, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, I say y'all hit a lot of points on the head. Honestly, just going back to kind of what Melo was saying, as far as the international player itself, just from growing up, and watching basketball and up to now, the international player has changed. Like, in most cases, when I thought of international players back then, I would think of, obviously you had your Dirk situation, but outside of Dirk, most international players that I knew of were mostly like shooters, or more so a finesse, like Lamp said. Like, but now we got international players like Luka and Giannis, just that are able to be dominant in their style of play. I feel like, also going back to Lamp's point, just growing up, it's a certain demeanor you have to have about yourself when you growing up playing on them blacktop courts. Like, it's a certain demeanor that kids growing up have, because they were in those situations playing on those courts with people. Like, you ain't got no refs out there. You got to call your own fouls. And if somebody don't think it's a foul and you do, then it might be a problem. So it's a lot that goes into it. A lot of, I guess, growing up that goes into it too. And just in Giannis's case, bro, I feel like Giannis only has his, I don't want to say only, but I feel like a lot of Giannis's dominance comes from his side. You could take And the reason I say that is because, yes, of course, with him being international, like you're not used to seeing an international player come to the league and have that demeanor and that dominance that Giannis has. But honestly, I feel like a lot of that is because of his size.
But you also got to understand a lot of that came because he came over to the American League. When he first came to the league, he wasn't doing what he was doing now. He learned that being around people and being around his teammates. Like that aggression kind of rubs off on you the longer you're playing in the NBA, because you gotta get aggressive, or else you gonna get bumped out there every night. You gotta become dominant, because he was not a dominant player when he first came into the league.
What I'm saying though is, no, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, if you took somebody like a Allen Iverson and had him, somebody from his situation and his stature, come from overseas, Allen Iverson would not be who he is now. So it's the you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
of course, Giannis is very dominant, but a lot of that is attributed to his size. Like, if Giannis was not that big coming from overseas, he would not have that same grit and grind that he does now. I don't believe.
Only reason I said what I said is because even if he had that size, like, if he didn't like pick up stuff from like his teammates and stuff, I don't think he would be the player he is today either.
Yeah, fact. Yeah. But as far as I feel like international is just it's very systematic. So I feel like when those players, go ahead.
Real quick, and you just made me think of this. Is some of that's you saying systematic? Is some of that, and this is open for anybody, could be because of the international rules? International rules are different.
True. It could be. It could very well be.
Like, the international rules are a lot different than the traditional NBA rules. Like, the stuff that the players try to pull in the league, they actually got to go over. Like, when they play in the Olympics, they actually got to hoop. They're just a lot better than those players. Like, that flailing and all that extra, you can't do that overseas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious how much of the system, as you say, or the rules and style of play over there is why some of these players are that way?
That's a good question. I don't too much know all of the besides like the flailing and everything that you mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't really know like the rules, but I have always known that international basketball's rules were different than NBA rules. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's because in that case you got to approach the game a different way ultimately. So I don't know. That's a good question.
Like I said, it ain't gotta be. It popped into my head, and you made me think about that.
It's a good point too.
What's up, Jay?
Yeah, what you think about, Jay? Come on.
Yeah. So honestly, just kind of close this off. I've had some thought into this, and I thought I was gonna go a completely different route. But, now that I think about it, I mean, you got to think too. Even coming from poverty situations like in America, some of these international players come from impoverished situations too. So
overseas,
I would probably just say that the biggest difference is that the international player just has to adapt. I feel like even in the NBA, a lot of these players played each other when they were in the 6th grade, 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because AAU. Then
that's a good point.
They have the opportunity to go to college and play against each other and then go to the NBA. So they're always a lot familiar. But I think Melo just put it in perspective. Like, the NBA is such an international game that, I feel like more so now we see the influences from the guys that we grew up with, the AIs, the Kobe's, Luka and them, they watch those people, you know what I'm saying? They try to emulate their game. Kobe challenged Jokic. He said, I want you to be the MVP. And look, he the MVP now, you know what I'm saying? So I think Lamp hit it right on the head too, that, I just feel like American basketball just influenced, just the brand that much more, because now that I even think about it as a whole, like, there is an equalizer that we haven't talked about, and we're definitely going to dig into this. This summer is the Olympics. And all over the country, there are countries, playing for the gold medal to represent their country, in the Olympics. And, just because, we don't get to see, their league, you know what I'm saying? They still have the opportunity to perform on a worldwide scale against, NBA talent. And of course, I mean, Charles Barkley said it the other night too, we just have the best talent. I mean, it is what it is, let's call a spade. But, I like the direction that the NBA, I like the direction that the NBA is just going with implementing those international players. I'm happy that Jokic won MVP. We'll be talking about Luka Doncic winning MVPs and stuff, and that's good for the league. That's good for the league. Joel Embiid was a finalist. You know what I'm saying? So I just think more so on the international side, they just have to adapt a lot more. But I think a lot of these guys are watching LeBron. We know they watching Steph Curry because it's a shooters league now. You talk about AAU circuits all the time, and they talk about, they want to handle the ball like Kyrie. They want to shoot the ball like Steph. You know what I'm saying? So these influences in the NBA are influential worldwide. So I thought this was a shout out to Lim because this is such an interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll just leave my Giannis talk when we go over the playoffs and stuff because I think you guys just hit it on the head. I some of it, now that I think about it, is Giannis is a team guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just his personality. But, what Lamp said, maybe he need to pick up those intangibles. And, and one thing that we don't hear a lot about, which I'm curious to see, is we always hear about other NBA players hooping against it. We see the videos of them hooping against each other in the summer. You know what I'm saying? And they get that background that Huncho was talking about. Lamp was talking about that blacktop, that your own call. We see Melo and them cooking in the gym. We don't see a lot of international players hooping with those guys. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we might see a difference in that, and that could probably play a big positive role into the future of these young stars.
Question for y'all before we move on. Could it be that some of these international guys, they grow up idolizing the American dream and they get here and they made it?
True.
Right? And not that they're not trying to win, not that they're not trying to be successful, but
they didn't imagine being over here.
Right, this is it. You know what I mean? This is the American dream for them is they're an NBA player. And so, like I said, Giannis obviously wants to be great. But some of it could be just, I just want to be a team player. I just want to be a team guy. I'm already here. I made it. I'm good. I don't want to embrace all. Whereas American culture is just different. We're about being the biggest, the baddest, the strongest. You know what I mean? Whereas it could just be, I don't know, right? This is just, I'm really just thinking about it the more we talk about it. But that popped into my head that maybe
we come from a country of communism. So anything is about the most, the biggest, as much as we can. It's always been about that in America. So like you said, that
capitalism.
I mean capitalism. Yeah, that's what I meant. Capitalism. Sorry. Excuse me. So yeah, so it's always been like that. And overseas it might not be like that. I can't attest because I don't know, but it might not be like that. So like you said, they get over here and they're just glad that they're over here and they're living their best life. So it might not be for everybody to be the best.
Seriously, and we're not don't take what we're saying as this is the reason. No, we're honest. We're just, these is all conjecture at the end of the day.
All conversation,
Yeah, I mean, is there? Like I said, there is definitely that's definitely worth a debate though. As far as, I mean, like I said, just looking at some of those players versus some of these American-born players. So I'm gonna actually switch up the order a little bit, fellas. I want to go. Let's talk about some of these coaches real quick. So moving on, we got Scott Brooks gone with the Wizards. We got Stan Van Gundy out with the Pelicans. Obviously, we've talked about prior with the Blazers and Terry Scott. So just kind of want to hear some of y'all thoughts on either the firing or potential hires of any of those three. Like I said, I'll repeat it again. Scott Brooks is gone from the Wizards. Stan Van Gundy is out after only a year with the Pelicans. And then previously mentioned, we talked about Terry Scott's being out with the Blazers. Thoughts? Let me go Jay first this time.
All right. First and foremost, the really intriguing thing about these firings, these are all attractive places to go to. Honestly, like in Washington, you know, you're kind of going. You lost Thomas Bryant last year, so you're kind of going into a situation where you've seen how good they can be, especially towards the end of the season. You know, the East is stacked right now. You know, and Bradley Beal, he wants to stay there, but Bradley wants to win as well. So that's an interesting spot. Of course, that New Orleans Pelicans spot, that's probably the most attractive spot with the young talent that they have. So I'm kind of interested to see what direction they go in now. Honestly, I know there's been a lot of talks about Jason Kidd and everything, but honestly, I would like to see Chauncey Billups in New Orleans. I really think that will be super, super interesting to see Chauncey Billups coaching that New Orleans team, especially with them. I feel like if Chauncey Billups went there as well, I feel like they could resign Lonzo Ball. You know, Lonzo gonna be a free agent this year. So, and like we said, I mean, you got Dame Dollar in Portland. You know what I'm saying? He want to win there. That's an attractive space. So, just really what I took from it. Like I said, I ain't really got too much until we know the hirings. But all three of these places, Portland, Washington, and New Orleans, are all excellent spots for some coaches who want to win now. And I'll talk to Huncho.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jay. Honestly, I could definitely see Chauncey Billups going to the Pelicans. I feel like that would be good for them. Just with his expertise as a former player, I feel like he would be able to do something with the team that they have over there now. Lonzo, I feel like Lonzo would benefit learning under him as well. So I agree with you on that one. As far as Scott Brooks in Washington, bro, I'm honestly surprised that they let him go. You know, just because hearing Westbrook talk about him, Westbrook didn't see any reason why Scott Brooks should be fired or let go. You know, they had a good season this year. Didn't get as far as they wanted to, but you know, you're a playoff team. It's some good seeing in that, especially from what they came from.
And they won a playing game. One also thing that's intriguing about that. I'm sorry, Huncho, but you just put it on my mind is I think it's interesting that they fired Scott Brooks because they didn't blow it up. They didn't trade Bradley Beal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
but the crazy thing about Brad Beal is entering. I think he's entering the last year on his 2-year contract. So I feel like that is a great place right now, a flourishing place in Washington. But whatever coach they bring in, they got to make sure that I don't know, because if Brad Beal got the option to opt out of his contract too. So
Brad Beal leaving.
Think so? You know so. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If they bring a good coach in, he might. You never know. But I see what you're saying. I don't see why he would stay.
Bro, I don't care who.
Only way he would stay is the money. That's it.
Bro, you can't. He ain't, bro. It's over.
It really depends. It really depends. Oh wait. My fault. Who's going? Who got the table? Right now?
At this point, I'm talking about. At this point, I'm leaving the floor up to y'all. I feel like Brad Beal gonna end up going to the West if that's the case.
Bro, he gotta go somewhere.
It really depends on what Portland can do, because they probably got a year left.
Oh, what Portland can do? Hold on, Lamb over here talking, bro. He knows
See,
something we don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
Insider Lamb. What Portland gonna do, bro?
I mean,
they gonna trade for Brad Beal? That's not the answer. They gonna be right back in the same predicament they in.
I mean, Brad Beal is an upgrade over CJ McCollum.
But that CJ's never he's not, that position wasn't the issue.
I mean, their issue is they're a big man away from being able to do something. Their issue is that they can't play defense. That's their issue.
Right.
And
is Brad Beal gonna address that?
You're trying to hide CJ McCollum. And
you're trying to hide Damian Lillard too.
True. You're trying to hide Damian Lillard too.
What do you mean?
But you're more so trying to hide CJ McCollum, because CJ McCollum physically can't guard anybody. So I mean,
Dame is smaller than CJ. And Brad Beal is an inch taller than CJ McCollum.
Portland window is closed, in my opinion. I still think it's an attractive place. Klay Thompson will be back next season. Golden State gonna have something to say. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
Yeah. Bro. Portland's little window. I'm with you, Jay.
It's closed.
Portland,
It's closed.
Portland done.
CJ out of there, bro.
Like I said, they're a big man away. If they could get a legit big man, they could.
Who you thinking? Who come to mind, Lamp? Just for the listeners to know. Who comes to mind when you think of a big man?
Who comes to my mind?
I'm curious, like what style of big man you're talking, because they had a couple good big men.
Like they need a legit big man, and not to say they could get this, but if they could get somebody like a Cat for somebody,
okay,
that's really what they need. That's probably what's holding them back.
More than a wing.
I mean,
I feel like they need like a solid small forward that could defend.
You have Damian, you have CJ, and you have Powell.
Is Powell? We considering Powell a real wing?
He's
like Van said. I'll take back with Van said. They need
more
a small
of a two.
forward.
I think he's more of a two. Yeah.
They got 3 guards. They got a 3-guard set.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
They just need.
I would get Norman Powell.
I'm not saying that they don't need a center right now. They need something.
Yeah.
But I believe with Nurkic in the middle, Nurkic is a good enough talent where
Facts.
I would feel okay with Nurkic as my center, especially in this league. I don't.
Nurkic is a presence.
Nurkic is a problem.
Nurkic is a liability. He's never healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I won't deny that. I won't deny that, but let's be honest. You don't really need a dominant center anymore, because Cat been dominant over in Minnesota. He ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing. He done nothing at all. I'm just saying. So I just think I think they would be better suited. They've never had a good small forward. In Damian Lillard's time there, they've never had a good small forward.
True.
That's the only pushback I have with what you said. Other than I'm agreeing with you. Like they gotta do something.
True. All right, let's get back to these coaches because we could go all day. For me, I feel like the reason these coaches are gone is because each one of these teams did not meet expectations. The Wizards made it to the playoffs, cool, but y'all should have never been in the play-ins. You guys should have never.
They had a lot of injuries early on. They had a ton of injuries.
True, but also going to Van's point, Westbrook has always been guarding Scott Brooks, and he should have never been guarding. He should have never been protecting Scott Brooks in OKC, and he don't protect Scott Brooks now.
That's what you want?
Yes, that's how I feel.
Don't get Lamp started on them OKC teams.
Man, Scott Brooks is not. He's not that guy. He is not that guy.
He not one of them.
Bro, he is not one of them. Find a different coach. I mean, I feel like another coach could be. And this is the thing. We don't know the pool. If I could see a pool of coaches, I could probably pick out and be like, okay, this is what they need to look for, or this is what the Pelicans need to look for. And I've been hearing the Trailblazers are gunning to get Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, they want him.
So,
Lamp, I got a question. If you were a coach, which one of those teams would you want to go to?
I would want to go to the Pelicans. Yeah. They have the most going for themselves right now.
And they young.
And they're young.
They're young.
They're young. You get 2 wings. Serious, bro. I'm telling
you,
wings,
you're not
wings
lying.
win the league, bro. Like
you're not lying.
There's only been 2 point guards that outside of Magic. There's only been 2 point guards that lead their team. That have led their teams to championships. Like wings and bigs win the league. Like unless you have Isaiah Thomas and Wardell. That's it.
Yeah. And AI get you 1.
AI gonna get you 1 in the game, 1 game in the series.
Right. That's about it.
Like, think what's the best point guards in our era? Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Steve Nash was up there.
They can't get past the second round.
I'm just saying those are all-time great point guards, leaders of their team. They couldn't win it. They couldn't do it. That's why that to me was why Steph was all like right when he won that first title. He's different then. Like because he did something that all the greats couldn't. Like there's only been 3 great point guards total, and one of them is him to do that.
Yeah.
But Rook, I'll make mine quick. I'll make mine quick because I feel like I buttered in you. I'm sorry, Lamb.
No, you good. You good.
I like the debate with you. That's all. I mean Scott Brooks. I wish they would have gave him one more year. Only because of like Jalen said, the injuries. They turned it around and was playing really good basketball in the back half of the season. And let's just be honest, some of it is talent. You got to have talent to win. Talent makes coaches. Sorry, they just weren't that talented. They had one guy that could score a lot of points, and they had one guy that gets a bunch of triple doubles, and they had one guy who we thought didn't even know who he was, and actually turned them around into a good team.
Bro, the Wizards didn't have an identity this year at all.
They didn't, but they didn't also. They also didn't have. Like whoever constructed the team didn't construct the team either with an identity. Like these GMs need to start being put on a hot seat too, bro. They get rid of these coaches.
They need to start putting up GM records too. That's what they need to start doing.
GMs go after namesake too much, bro.
Don't get me started on GMs, bro, because y'all know I have very big problems with Chicago GMs. So don't even get me started on that.
That's the problem with GMs. They're just too high up the ladder.
I'm trying to tell you, like,
but they do need to be checked.
I've always said, and it was funny, bro. It's actually really funny because when I was in Vegas this past weekend, one of my flashbacks came back from one of my old Facebook posts, and it was because of KD won his first title with the Warriors, and I was like, everybody mad at KD for going to the Warriors and winning the title, but no one wants to address the OKC general manager that let James Harden go for $5 million total.
Exactly.
But no one. That's a whole nother topic for a whole other day. Stan Van Gundy, I can understand it. I lied. I can't. It's only been a year. I can't. I mean,
I'm about to say they did Van Gundy dirty, bro.
I feel like he didn't have the reins of his team. I feel like they probably weren't too interested in what he had to say. He's an older coach. He's a old style coach, so
Bro, that team was poorly constructed in itself. Once again, David Griffin, the GMJ?
Yeah.
He needs to be put back on that hot seat. He traded Drew Holiday for Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe can't shoot.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
And then you somehow don't even get close to re-signing Lonzo Ball. Anywho, so I'm with you. Like, they got the most going for them, and then obviously Terry Scott's that team is some big changes coming because it's funny. Last offseason, they were the team that had on some people's board had the best offseason. On some people's board, they was a top 2, top 3 team as far as in winning the offseason. And until you address the wing position, it don't matter. You get Covington, but you can't score.
See, my thing is, I feel like you have to address the defense. If you can get a defensive anchor in there, you might be able to slide with your wings because I mean, you guys have been able to scoop by so far and get into the playoffs with the wings you have. I feel like Eames, he already can't guard anything, and like I said, with Nurkic always being in and out the lineup, you're depending on Eames, and who else do they have now? Who did they get? The center from Boston, what's his name? Daniel Tice, whatever his name is. Like, who do they really have protecting the rim when you don't have a perimeter defense? If I can drive right through your wings and ain't nobody stopping me at the rim, we're having a Congo line. We're all going to the rim.
I mean, the top 2 people are 6'2" and 6'3". Who are they?
Wait,
that's what I'm saying. if your main source of scoring can't stop anything, at least put somebody in the back like a Rudy Gobert or something to help you, like, catch some of that stuff. Because having Eames back there is not doing anything.
Yeah, but he at least coming off the bench. Like,
so with Nurkic out, who was starting? Who was the starting?
Right, I get that, but I'm saying even with Gobert, Utah plays defense.
True.
And Gobert just he does cover up the mistakes they do make, but they play team defense. We also need to acknowledge though, Terry Stotts didn't coach defense. He care less what they did on defense.
And that's another part of it, like you said, and that's why he had to go.
He had to go. He should have been gone.
That's why he had to go because
he should have been long gone.
I'm just trying to put a Band-Aid. I'm just trying to put a Band-Aid over it.
I'm about to say, you looking at D'Antoni, you in the same boat.
Exactly. Do not. So like, I'm just trying to throw out scenarios that cover the whole. Like, if let's say as a GM you have Dame for 1 more year or 2 more years, whatever his contract is. You have him for that because I'm pretty sure he signed the contract extensions or something. I don't know, but you have him for the rest of his contract, and you still have CJ, and those are your main two. That's your dynamic duo. Me putting a center back there that doesn't play defense is only making your eyesore worse.
Does Cat play defense?
Cat does not play defense. That's why Jimmy didn't like him. But
that was your solution.
I said somebody like a Cat. I didn't say go get Cat.
I was gonna say he fits right in if that's the case.
But you
real
you
quick, Lamp. I got
a whole ball club not playing defense.
I got a question for you, Lamp. So going back to the Pelicans, I know you said real quick too. I know you said that Stan Van Gundy, with him being older and having an older style of coaching, he might not have fit well with the Pelicans. Who you think, younger coach wise, who you think that would be a great fit for them to have the most success? Because they already got the structure of their team is fine. I feel like they might need a couple pieces here and there, but
you do need to get rid of Bledsoe and put more shooting in there. You guys need
facts.
A little bit more shooting.
Yeah.
They need a true 2 guard.
Yeah.
They need a real 2.
So that's tough. They need somebody like a stylist. I mean, the Rockets head coach.
Steven Silas.
Yeah. Got you.
Steven Silas.
Got you.
They need somebody who's going to bring a new energy, new identity to their ball club. Because, like, imagine being a 20-year-old and listening to Stan Van Gundy.
Bro,
I think Sam Cassell would be a good coach there as well. Sam Cassell got some notoriety as an assistant coach too.
Yeah,
if coached and played in different decades too.
If you're going to be an older head coach, you want to be, and not to say Stan Van Gundy doesn't have any merit, but you need to be somebody like a Popovich that's well respected, and the players are going to know if I'm under him, it's because he's always winning, or we have that much respect for him. If I came into a team and I know who the coach is, but I don't know of his records or him winning, like, it's not going to be enough for us for him to capture our attention and keep us where we need to be.
Y'all know what I just thought about?
I bet they wish they kept Monty Williams.
Yep.
I bet everybody do. Before we move on, we totally forgot about the Celtics because they're definitely without a coach right now.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that last week though. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm saying they're definitely one of the open teams too. They're probably the best situation.
Oh yeah.
They got,
facts. They got JT, JB.
They getting rid of Kemba. What they doing with Kemba though? Yeah,
they getting rid of him, bro.
Kemba gotta go.
Kemba don't even want to be there.
No, I'm saying
Kemba don't want to be there.
What are they gonna do with when he's gone? Who are they gonna replace him with?
Anybody could be better than what he did,
bro.
I mean, anybody.
They gave up
Huncho.
on Terry Rozier.
Give me Garland. Go get
Huncho.
Darius Garland.
Go start for the Celtics.
Huh?
Go start for the Celtics. You about the same size as Kemba. I seen you hoop. You got about the same skill set. You just better.
Hey.
So
Kimba need to
You
do
can
more
go
than
up.
offense, man. Kimba can't guard nobody, bro.
Hey, bro. They thought that was the answer too. Moving on, bro. Remy, can we get that queued up?
Oh yeah,
First team. Yeah. First team. Moving
we
on,
got all
fellas.
First team.
teams
We got
going.
we got all
That thing
NBA
clean.
teams. Man, let's get it going. First of all, can we get Steph Curry's name from over
Bro.
Giannis Antetokounmpo? I see the word unanimous.
Unanimous,
I don't know.
bro.
Yeah,
There's never
Oh,
going to be
hold
a
on.
unanimous point guard in the West for these All NBA things, bro. Never.
no, it's too deep. It's way too deep. The West is way too deep. So for the first team, fellas, I'm gonna say the team, and then I just want to hear if anyone should stay or go. If everyone's good, or if you take someone out. I just want to hear your thoughts on
Just
it.
looking
Alright?
at this picture, somebody gotta go.
So we got Giannis, who was a unanimous vote for first team All NBA. We got Wardell, Stephen Curry, Luka, Nikola Jokic, who was the league MVP, and we got Kawhi, first teamers this past season. You already said someone needs to go,
Yeah,
so
just
you
looking
already
at-
know what time
Whoa,
Just
who
looking at
gotta
this
go?
picture, somebody
Who
need to
gotta
go.
go?
Alright, hold on, let me drink real quick.
Oh shoot, he about to say something.
I'm finna pull up with you just cause I know you finna come with it.
Don't say it, Lam. Please don't do this today, bro.
The number 77 has to get up out of first team.
Whoa.
Wow.
Get him out of here.
Okay.
I agree.
Man,
I put him on
told
the
you.
second. I put him on the second.
Man,
Second team.
Man, I told you earlier, bro. What did I tell you, bro?
Whoa.
Okay. Remember this. Remember this when y'all play game number 2. Remember this.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, he has to go.
He said he not first team, bro.
He's not first team worthy. At least
Who you
not
putting in
this
place of
season.
him?
I agree with Lamb.
Dame? Dame needs to go. First of all, even
That's what I
look
agree
at this
too.
team. If I'm constructing a starting 5, Luka can't shoot. I already have a ball dominant.
Yeah, but this ain't a starting 5 though. Remember that.
No, true. But even with that, I'm just gonna say, look, Dame can shoot better than him. Dame can also distribute the ball just like him, and
Who? Just like who?
not as good as Luka.
Just like who?
Luka.
You.
I'm
We-
not
all
saying.
right,
Look,
we
wait,
cutting
wait,
him off.
wait, wait, wait,
We're
wait,
cutting
wait,
him
wait,
off.
wait.
No more
Wait.
menage a trois for you,
Stop
man.
it, bro. Stop it, bro.
No
Stop
more.
it.
This dude,
Stop
almost,
it.
bro.
I'm not saying he's a better
He off the
distributor,
hook,
but he can
bro.
also distribute the ball. Don't act like Dame can't distribute the ball. He can't.
Bro, he can't
the ball.
distribute like Luka.
Bro, stop, Lamp.
I'm not saying
He's a better-
he's as good as Luka distributing, but Dame can distribute the ball.
There's levels, and Dame is 2-3 levels underneath Luka in distributing.
3?
The ball. I said 2 or 3. Depends on the night.
But Dame can also distribute the ball. That's just my point I'm making. So, like I said, can Luka shoot as good as Dame?
No one. I
Okay.
did. I have
Okay.
one discrepancy, and you said they can do it just like Dame,
No,
Luka.
and
The
I'm
tape-
sorry.
the tape
I'm
don't
sorry.
lie.
I'm sorry.
The tape do
I did
not
not
lie.
mean just like. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Let me get my
Okay,
words
but
together.
hey,
I'm sorry.
Remy,
They're
keep
trying to
going.
kill
You
me.
keep going. Then.
They're trying to kill me. I did not mean just like. I said he
What?
can distribute the ball as well.
Man, we want serious. Oh no, we ain't done yet. You keep it up. You keep it up. We can keep it up.
So, I just feel like Dame had a better overall season than Luka. Dame didn't have any slumps this season.
He did.
Only thing Dame beat Luka
I'm not
in
saying
this
that he
year.
should be up there, but
The
he did have
regular-
a slump.
Only thing Dame beat
Luka
Luka
did.
in
Luka
this
had a
year
slump,
is
too.
points, and that's only by 1 point.
But my thing, my reasoning for switching Dame and Luka, like I said, and I just put Luka on second team. I understand why the NBA put him on the first team. I'm not mad at it. Like I'm not mad at it. But Dame and Luka both had the same record. They had the same exact record. But my thing is, Dame had a lot more adversity to deal with this season. Like Dame, and albeit. like Porzingis is like you said, he ain't no unicorn or anything, but Luka had a lot more of his team to work with this season, and I just feel like like I even think about it like this: we talk about how good the Warriors and stuff gonna be. Like, I feel like if Klay Thompson was playing this season, Luka and them would be playing in the playing game. Honestly, that's honestly how I feel, and that's why I just feel like Dame just had a lot more adversity to deal with, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I congratulations to Luka for getting that, but I would switch him and Dame. That's just me. Everybody else, I'm cool with.
Yeah, I just think Dame needs to be in there.
I would be fine if they were to put Dame over Luka. Like they're interchangeable to me.
I agree,
like you said, I'm not gonna be mad either way. To me, they have very similar seasons. He was up and down. Remember, Luka came into the season out of shape. Dame did have a stretch late in the season where he wasn't playing good basketball either. Maybe that, and maybe because it came late in the season rather than early in the season, that was on the voters' mind. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm good with it.
Everybody has solid seasons on here.
Look, that man is up there, so I'm good. Only one thing, Jay. In defense of Luka didn't have his second player as much as Dame had his second option. I will say that. Porzingis played 43 games this year. T.J. McCollum played 47. So, just a side note. Van, you got anything on the first team before we move on to the second team?
This is just fine how it is. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so Huncho agree with the voters.
We can go second team now, Remy. I'm cool with it. Like I said, if you go,
it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Dame.
It was actually a fairly good list.
Yeah. I just in respect to Dame too. I will agree that they are interchangeable. I'm a Luka fan though, so I'm a little biased, but I will say that they're interchangeable. I ain't gonna do Dame like that.
So we got the second team queued up. Second team this year with Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, and Julius Randle. I got a problem.
Yeah, I do too, and I know too. Exactly what your problem is with it too.
I have a problem too.
I have a big problem.
I already know what your
very big problem.
You got a very big problem, bro.
One person don't deserve to be up there. One person don't deserve to be up there.
It don't start with a C.
Then I know exactly who.
You got a king-like problem, bro.
That's the problem I have, Huncho.
You got a king-like problem, bro.
I got a very king-like problem because there was a man in Boston that was deserving of that spot.
Yes, bro. He didn't make it at all. He didn't make anything.
But because of his name, he didn't get this spot.
NBA poster boy, man.
Very big problem, bro.
NBA poster boy.
LeBron shouldn't have been on the All-NBA team this year.
I agree. He missed a lot of the season, bro. He missed too much of it.
That's my only problem. Not because of his play, but you can't put him on there, and he missed a huge chunk of the season.
Right?
Yeah, a very important part
chunk of the season.
Positioning.
So wait. Question.
And then when he came back, real quick, he didn't even look like himself.
True. Okay. Question. Does Embiid get a courtesy?
Embiid came back balling. And he didn't miss as many games as LeBron.
Embiid was an MVP candidate.
And Embiid was an MVP candidate. I agree he didn't deserve to be on first team, but I'm okay with Embiid being
I'm about to say Embiid got to be up there somewhere.
Second team. LeBron didn't earn second team this year. He did not earn it, bro. I'm sorry.
But here's my problem. Here's my problem with LeBron being there. Like I said, I honestly think, and this is just me, because I feel like somebody shouldn't be on the third All NBA team. But I think Paul George should have got the second team All NBA spot. I honestly feel like instead of LeBron, Paul George should have been right there. Paul George had a really solid
That's respectable.
season, and I think it was worthy enough to be second team. That's just me. If I had to take LeBron out, Melo said he'd probably put Tatum there. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But I'm gonna tell you, I understand why this person couldn't be on second team, but I'm even more mad that he wasn't on the third team, and we'll wait till we get to third team. But I'll put Paul George there instead of LeBron.
Let me combat by one. I got 1 point against that. I'm not putting a second option over a first option on second team.
Okay.
I refuse.
That's fair.
I refuse.
That's fair.
Like that's the only thing I have wrong with it. I don't have an issue with Paul George. Y'all know I really do love Paul George. My only issue is Jason Tatum was the clear-cut number one option throughout the season, dropping 50, carrying that team into the playoffs, what have you. We're gonna see what Paul George really made of here in a minute.
But are we basing these off of regular season?
Right, exactly. Because Jaylen Brown balled this season too. Jaylen Brown balled this season too, and that's why. Yeah, he got hurt at the end of the season, but Jaylen Brown was All-Star. Jaylen Brown was All-Star.
Yeah, but Jaylen Brown who was the number one option?
Tatum was still the number one option, but he had a well-fit number two, like a well-fit, like that boy.
I didn't say that. But being the number two option is a lot different than being the number one every night. Can we at least agree to that?
I see what you're saying.
So, like I said, I agree with you. So how do you feel about Chris Paul and not Devin Booker being up there? You still think D-Book's the number two option?
I personally, I wouldn't have put Chris Paul at second team.
Okay, true.
But y'all have heard my whole thing. I've been consistent with this. Phoenix started figuring it out before Chris Paul. Mm-hmm. Chris Paul was the icing on top. Now, I just said I've been consistent on that all year. So I didn't think he was an MVP candidate. I didn't think none of that stuff. So I'm consistent on that. I mean, Chris Paul could be plucked out of this. Bless you. Chris Paul could be plucked out of there, and I would have no issue. But Chris Paul did do what he did this year. My issue just comes simply for LeBron. And like I said, the only issue I have with the Paul George thing is I would put Tatum over Paul George simply because he was the number one option on that team. Do I think Paul George deserved to still be on an All-NBA team? Heck yeah. I just wouldn't have put him over Jason Tatum when they play the same position, except one dude was the leader and one dude was the second option. I just struggle because I understand that second option gets the second best players every night. The second option gets he's the second person you got to worry about in the scouting report, whereas Jason Tatum in his first real year as the number one option excelled. I'm mad I didn't trade for Jason Tatum. Honestly, I had a deal on the table for LeBron for Jason Tatum, and I let it go because I was worried about Tatum. But Tatum, he the real deal, man. Tatum the real deal. Any other question? Any other thing before I go to
real quick? Let me put mine out there real quick. So, honestly, and I might be stretching this when I say this, but I'm gonna stick by my word. LeBron. And I'm kind of jumping to the next one when I say this, but LeBron and Jimmy Butler both of them gotta get out of there.
Yeah, pull up that third team. Both of them.
You can go to the
Wait, real quick. Let me. For second team, though, real quick, I'm putting instead of LeBron, I'm putting Jay-Tay in there, and then third team we can roll to that next, and I'll just keep talking about this, but I'm putting Jay-Tay in there for LeBron for second team. Third team. I'm taking Jimmy Butler out. And honestly, I'm going to put Dylan Brooks.
Absolutely.
Dylan Brooks. Yes, bro.
Don't do that, bro.
Absolutely.
Dylan.
Why?
Absolutely not.
Who?
And my thing is,
bro.
y'all are okay with that?
Jalen. He didn't. I think we misheard him.
Why? No. Bro,
You
Dylan
said
Brooks had
Devin
a great
Booker?
season this year, bro.
No, bro, not all team worthy, bro.
Bro, better than Jimmy Butler.
Bro,
Dylan Brooks?
Bro, Donovan Mitchell should be up there over Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
Donovan
Butler's
Mitchell should be up there.
that's a forward.
We're not just gonna let you walk.
Whoa!
That's a forward, bro. Donovan Mitchell
Dylan
can't take
Brooks?
Jimmy Butler. Bro, that's a forward. Donovan Mitchell can't take Jimmy Butler's spot on that. That's a forward.
Dylan Brooks?
Bro, Jimmy's out of there.
No. Dylan?
Yes, bro. You heard me loud and clear, bro. Yes.
You're out of line, Huncho.
Because he's a wing, bro. I got this one, Jay, real quick. Before I'm going to throw it to you, Jay, because I want you to go in, too. But I got one quick. So you telling me Dylan Brooks had a better season than Zion?
Uh-oh.
No. Go quiet. I need a yes. Give me the yes that you just. They both in the same category.
Honestly, okay.
Dylan Brooks have a better season than Zion. Yes or no?
He have a better season than Brandon Ingram.
No. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. Okay. Only reason I say Dylan Brooks is because I feel like he had to be more so of a contribution to his team. That's the only reason why I said that.
He could be all defense. That's just fine.
I mean, cool. That's why I said
maybe
we were cool with him being on the all defense.
Maybe that menage a trois got him thinking backwards.
No,
maybe he thought
bro.
We were talking about
I'm saying exactly what I feel, bro. I'm saying exactly what I feel, bro. The
I'm cool with him.
And at the same time, I may be giving them a nod too. But
don't you got Dylan Brooks on your team?
I'm gonna get some water on that.
Yes, I do.
Why? When you had Joe Harris on you, what happened?
Okay, I don't know to use him yet on the game.
Cause you saw what happened to Joe Harris when I had to play Joe Harris. He was out the game. I didn't see too much of Joe Harris. That what you call him?
Joey Jumpers.
Joey Jumpers or Joey sit down.
Bro.
I need Jalen to come back because Jalen, it's your turn. I need you to heat this man up because Dylan Brooks.
I'm gonna stand by it.
Oh man.
I'm gonna stand by it.
I had to get some water. Ain't no way in the world.
Go
John
ahead,
Moran ain't
go
on
ahead.
all
Your
NBA
turn.
team. Dylan Brooks ain't gonna be on no all NBA team.
Bro, but it's still it's a supporting cast, bro. Without Dylan Brooks, the Grizzlies are not getting as far as they're getting.
Bro, Dylan Brooks was not a top 10 forward at all.
Top 20.
Bro, he was top 10 in scoring. What do you mean?
Bro, he was.
And who?
Dylan Brooks was top 10 in scoring.
Look that up again.
Bro.
Look that up again.
For wings?
Top 15. Sorry. Top 15. Top 15 in scoring. Sorry. Top 15.
For what position?
In the whole what?
No, he's
not. In the whole league, he's 15 in scoring.
Bro,
he averaged 25 this year.
No.
Ooh, are you looking at somebody else, bro?
No, I'm not. I'm looking
you
at
mean Devin Booker?
Yes,
bro,
you are.
I'm looking at it right here, bro.
Dylan Brooks can average 25 points a game.
Pull it up.
I'm looking.
Remy, pull that tape. Dylan Brooks did not average no 25 points, bro. We played too much fantasy to know he didn't average no 50. He averaged 17 points on 41% shooting.
All right.
Quit, bro.
Can I take a screenshot
I don't know
of what
who
I'm
you was
looking
at, bro.
Can I take a screenshot of what I'm looking at?
Please. We need to wonder.
All right.
Send it to Remy, bro. Yeah. Send it to Remy.
I will show that I am not tripping.
You are tripping.
Somebody's tripping.
It ain't accurate.
Bro, don't tell me you're on Wikipedia.
No. I will make a case.
Dylan Brooks went in there and put his own numbers in.
That boy in there.
25. I'm feeling like 25.
Bro. No, bro. Look. Points.
Who are you? Bro, there's no way. Dylan Brooks.
Ain't no way. I knew he was.
All right, while Huncho looking for that, like I said, I ain't gonna.
I'm sending it to y'all right now.
I think Paul George should have been on the second team, and then I will put. I'm not mad at Tatum either being on that second team too. They did snub Tatum for sure. He should be on one of these lists. Tatum averaged 30 points this season, so he averaged 30 in the playoffs, and then he was close to 30 in the regular season. So I agree with you. He should be on the All NBA team. I take Jimmy Butler off. I'm not mad at Kyrie or Bradley Beal being there. Both had excellent seasons. I'm just mad Donovan Mitchell didn't get a nod, being the number one seed in the West and leading his team. I mean, and we've seen in this playoffs, especially without Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell is the only offense. So I'll just leave it at that, and I'll wait for that to be brought up. But I'm honestly not too mad at these All NBA teams. I actually think the voters did a really good job especially just with this season. So that's my only thing. But I'm with you, Melo. I'm with you on that. Tatum should be up there.
I would take Butler off because I already told you Tatum.
I agree.
Tatum should have been second team.
Yeah.
And LeBron should just be out of it. Jimmy should be out of it, and I would put golly, I just had it now on a drill blank. Oh man, Jimmy should be gone, and I would put Devin Booker.
Okay.
Yes, Devin. Devin Booker or Zion, but way before Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Devin Booker, Zion,
definitely.
Donovan.
Way before Jimmy Butler.
Can we look at what I just sent, please?
I'm about to tell you right now, Van, you are looking at the playoffs. That is not the regular season.
This is
all right. Well, thank you, Lance.
That was not the regular
I know I was
season.
looking at that. Thank you. Hey, I will be Shannon Sharp or Skip Bayless this episode, bro. I will be that.
Man, make sure you get that timestamp. I need that.
I will be that, bro.
We got cause
25?
25.
Gracious.
That's tough.
Shout out Remy. Shout out that man Remy.
Shout out Remy. Man.
Got it.
Shout out Remy.
That's going on the page ASAP, man.
Yeah, bro. We can clip that tonight.
Hey, donkey of the day.
Yeah, no. Porzingis of the day. The Porzingis of the day moment.
Hey, cheers, bro.
Yeah,
We need to drink to that.
bruh. Man.
Well, me and Huncho gave our thoughts. Lamp, you and Melo give y'all thoughts on this list.
It
I
just
did.
went.
I already
It
did.
might be good.
I like everything. Jimmy Butler needs to go. We can replace him with like
We got a plethora of players we can pick.
Booker, Mitchell, Williamson.
I know who I wouldn't replace him with.
Who?
Dylan Brooks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Man, let's keep it moving.
Hilarious.
Can we next topic, bro?
Let's keep it moving, man.
Next topic, bro.
You can take that down, Remy. Shout out Flyer Pop, man.
Hey, flyer pop. Shout out Dylan Brooks.
Shout out
Dylan Brooks.
Hey, Dylan Brooks, come on the show, man. Come on the show, man. We need you, bro.
Dylan, obviously, someone on this show got nothing but love for you. He done drafted you in our league. He clearly thought you should have been, third team All NBA over Jimmy Butler.
Hey, shout out to what you've been doing in the playoffs, man. What you was doing in the playoffs. Let's say
played
that.
4 games, bro.
All right, let's talk about these playoffs.
On that note.
All right, so we got the playoffs going on, obviously, man. Just some news, we got Kawhi out. Chris Paul is also out with COVID protocol, and Kyrie is also out with an ankle injury. What's y'all thoughts, man? How y'all feeling about these playoffs, man? What y'all thinking, bro? It's a lot going on right now.
Before I go into any injuries, we need to talk about this Bucks game. This Bucks
From last night?
Game that happened last night.
Hey, KD was out there looking like Rucker Park KD, boy. He was.
Yeah, we gotta talk about
boy.
We gotta talk about the boat before we get to any of these injuries. And it might not be too many people watching this, but for those of you who are watching, y'all know where the boat came from. Y'all know we was advocating for KD before he even got to the playoffs. But before this season started, I was advocating for KD being the best player. Melvin came up with the boat.
And we should trademark
I was saying
that.
he was the best player.
Bro, I've been saying he's best player in the league for 4 years.
We got to trademark
you know how
that.
long I've been saying that, bro. I've been saying that for the longest.
Bro, me and Van talked about it last night because I tweeted it. I said, how many years of KD's career has he legitimately been the best player in the league? I want to try to think about that for a second. And I'm going to give y'all my rationale while y'all thinking. So I said after 2014, because, a casual will say LeBron has been the best player every year up until now or whatever, right? So I said that year that LeBron got blew off the floor in record finals margin, that was 2014. I said KD was the best player in the best player in the game that year.
That's when he won his MVP too, right?
That's exactly when he won his MVP. He was the best player in the league that year. 2015, Steph was the best player in the league that year. Yeah, 2016, I still believe.
KD.
2015?
You gonna say
KD?
Steph?
KD or Steph won his first MVP.
I would go Steph.
Yeah, Steph won his first MVP, but the Warriors were blowing through everybody that year. That was when they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be.
No. That was the next.
Oh, that was the 72.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Even in 2016, Steph averaged 30 on 29 minutes. He was the best player in the league. So
yeah, Steph was playing 3 quarters.
If we're being real, not being LeBron apologists, we all respect LeBron as an all-time great player, top 2 player. Most of us will agree he's top 2 player all time.
Yeah.
If we're being real and we're talking, if we're just looking individual seasons, Steph was the best player in the league for those 2 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? He didn't win the championship both years, but he was the best player in the league both those years. But after that, I mean, KD, Steph. They gave Kawhi the best player in the league, and then LeBron. LeBron did come back and show when he won that title last year that he still was the best player. I believe he averaged 28, like 10 and like 8. Like he showed that he was still like he still has something in the tank. For me, KD has been the best player in the year since 2014, maybe 3, 4, 5 of them years, man. And I've always, not always, but since he went to the Warriors, I thought, he was the boat. I've seen enough. You know what I mean? So, and not that y'all got to answer it, but just, like I said, I thought that was interesting last night just watching it, like reflecting back on KD's career. Like, he's really been the best player in the league for a while, in my eyes. Obviously they go back and forth just because each player has great years. But there's been, as far as talent.
So let me go off what you said. Well, I've always been saying, like, for the longest.
You've been a KD fan. I wasn't a KD fan.
Yeah, I felt like I was a little biased, but I feel like from 2016 going on KD
17.
I'm saying, like, from the end of 2016, because in the playoffs, going forward, like, but Steph was,
they blew a 3-1 lead that year.
They did. But how did they get that 3-1 lead? KD. Yeah. I'm saying those two are neck and neck. You could say, like, I have no problem with you saying Steph was the best player that year.
Mind you, I gave it to KD right at that. KD, and then I believe that.
And I'm just saying my opinion. And I have no problem with you saying Steph, because Steph was crazy those 2 years. So I felt like, especially going like those playoffs, KD was going crazy going into that next year.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like KD was the best player, and then having that injury and coming back from an injury like he did.
Yeah, that's what we forget. Like, this is post Achilles KD.
The worst injury you could possibly have. That's so we've been told. The worst injury that you could have as a basketball player, and he came back from it looking like the best player on the planet.
Not looking.
So
looking, bro.
Let me get into this game last night. The Bucks should have won this game, hands down. I don't care if KD had 55. They should have won this game. And I'm gonna tell you why they should have won this game. Even though KD doing what he did legitimizes that he's the yacht or big boat.
No, he the yacht, bro.
He the big boat.
He big boat LaFleur.
We had somebody out there who couldn't play defense on nobody.
Joe Harris. Oh, that's just on your team. Okay.
Bro, calm down. We had somebody out there that could not guard anybody and was out there for 46 minutes.
Who was that, bro?
He's playing on one leg. That boy's playing on one leg.
He played 46 minutes, bro.
That boy's playing on one leg.
On one leg, bro.
Bro.
On one leg. And I'm gonna tell you something. I wish we could bring it up right now, but there was one play, and it was, I'm gonna say, third quarter, probably end of third quarter. Jrue Holiday had the ball. James Harden tried to guard him out on the perimeter, and Jrue Holiday just went right by him and scored a bucket. That next possession, Jrue Holiday came right back, and instead of going right by him again, he decided he was going to shoot a step-back three. On somebody who can't move side to side?
Bro, Budenholzer needs to be fired after last night.
Example number 2.
I agree, Melo.
Example number 2. Giannis had the ball in the paint.
In the post.
In the post.
In the post?
Posting up. Posting up, guess who?
One leg.
James Harden. Dude with one leg. Posted him up. The dude with one leg had the nerve to look back at the rest of his team and said, I got it. Don't come help. You know what Giannis did? He faded away.
Bro, Giannis was tripping.
Literally.
He literally
faded away.
He faded. So, for y'all to have somebody who you can attack easily, James Harden should have not been playing. I don't know how he got to 46 minutes. There should have been no reason he played 46 minutes because he shouldn't have been out there guarding anybody. He shouldn't have been able to skate by and guard nobody. That's a problem. Secondly, the defensive player of the year, or last year's defensive player of the year, didn't guard KD at all.
There's no excuse for that at all.
I understand you don't guard him in the first quarter. You don't guard him in the second quarter. You got to score. You got to do your thing, which is why I guess KD didn't guard Giannis. But KD wasn't stopping himself like Giannis was stopping himself. Giannis would literally, instead of doing what he knows he can do and get a basket, let me shoot a three. Let me shoot this fadeaway. Because he got so mad at the point where there were points where he drew charges. And I feel like Giannis gets in his head a little too much. So, I mean, KD was on the other end torching your whole team. At some point, you gotta try to stop him. Especially if, like, you're the longest person on your team. Nobody has the length that you have. So you already have an advantage trying to guard him because you're so much longer than everybody else on the floor. So there's no reason, especially in the fourth quarter when KD decided he was going to turn up, that Giannis didn't try to guard him at all. But other than that, shouts out to Jeff Green. He was balling. 7 of 8 threes, 27
some big
points.
shots. Yeah.
Make sure y'all got this Atlanta-Philly game on, y'all. It's going down to the wire. Atlanta just came back.
I got it on right now.
And shout out to the boat. This was the greatest, one of the greatest performances in playoff history.
Ever, yeah.
I mean, he's the only person to ever go 45 plus, 15 plus, and 10 plus in a game.
In a playoff game. So, shout out to KD. And he played the whole game. Played the whole game.
Can I challenge you real quickly? I ain't got too much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lamp hit it spot on the head. Honestly, just for me, I'm gonna say this is probably the greatest Kevin Durant performance I've ever seen. And like I said, I lived with Lamp in college, and this is all Lamp. Lamp is a diehard KD fan, so I've watched a lot of Kevin Durant because of D Lamp. But the reason why is because Melo touched on it, bro. This is post Achilles, man. This is Huncho spoke on it. Melo speaks on it. D Lamp speaks on it. This is an injury you don't come back normal from. For this guy to go out there, play all those minutes, score all those points, you know, and I was telling Lamp and Melo earlier. I said James Harden was out there being a decoy. Like, give James Harden an Oscar because he shouldn't have been out there at all. He played his role because even though he shot 1 of 10, you have to account for James Harden. You have to. So I just felt like I'm with Melo because ain't no reason in the world the Bucks should have lost that game, and it's simply because Milwaukee is playing into Brooklyn's hand. Y'all are a big physical team. Y'all have to bang with them. Y'all have to tire them out by being more aggressive, playing your style of basketball. Brooklyn wants you to shoot the ball because you know what? They have better shooters. So when you go away from your game, and one thing that I did notice when I looked at the box score is that both coaches only went 7 deep. Bobby Portis didn't play that much. And I don't know. They just took DiVincenzo. He don't even get no tick no more in the playoffs. So
he out.
He out the rotation. So I just noticed just from their rotation, like if you're going to play with just those 7 guys, you have to stick to your style. We just talked about identity. And Milwaukee, they don't have one. They don't have one. They play right into Brooklyn's hands. So Melo, Lamp, I mean, y'all touched on it, man. I picked Milwaukee to win this series, and if they're going to win, they're going to have to. They're going to have to play a lot better. You just don't lose a 17-point lead in the playoffs, bro. Not in the playoffs. Not without Kyrie. Not with a hobble James Harden. There was no reason that Milwaukee should have lost that game, and I'll leave it at that. Like I said, I'm excited for the rest of the series. We got us some good basketball coming, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm calling for Mike Budenholzer's job too. That's what I'm with. Now I don't want nobody to lose their job. I'm not for that. You know, everybody got to eat, but he got to go.
Yeah.
Hey,
you gotta go. You gotta go.
No changes. He don't make no changes.
None, man. None.
I'm gonna chime in. Then I want you to go, Van. And I'm gonna keep it quick. They're gonna have an identity next year. They just won't be with Budenholzer. I know that. Yeah, he gone. This is a make or break game, right? And KD was the only one that played it like that. Giannis had his numbers, 34, 12, and 4. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't out there doing anything, but at the same time, it was. Hey, you can't. You weren't doing it when it mattered.
I'm sorry. I might be. This might be bold, but Giannis got to come out the last 2 minutes of the game. Let Middleton do it. Giannis got it. Giannis is scared of the free throw line. If y'all watched the last 2 minutes of the game, he was scared of the free throw line.
That's why he turned that ball over.
Why did you think he lost the ball at the end?
What did he do on that second one, Melo?
That one where he threw it off the side, bro. He hit the backboard first.
Giannis is scared of the free throw line, bro. You can't be out there playing with 2 minutes left and don't want to go to the free throw line. Like, he lost the ball because he tried to hurry up and throw it up, and it went between his legs because you didn't want to get fouled.
Bro.
I mean, I don't care how scared he is. You got to keep him in, but Budenholzer got to go. You got to find a coach that can set them up the right way. The biggest issue that happened that game was they went away from their style of basketball.
They did.
They started playing Brooklyn style of basketball, and just like you expect, Brooklyn came back. They turned into a pure isolation team the whole second half, and it beat them. And that has never been their style of play. So, like I said, I ain't gonna talk too much about it. Huncho.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep mine quick too. I feel like with the Bucks, granted, Budenholzer is not the best situation for them right now, but I feel like their identity is very predicated off of Giannis. If Giannis, their identity now is it's very vague and it's easy to stop because Giannis has not developed his game the best way that he can, I feel like. There's no reason why you're coming down the court being guarded at the freaking free throw line, bro. Like, there's no reason for that. You have to figure something out within that, the whole, like, there's no reason for that. There's no reason why you're the star player and you're nervous to get fouled, nervous to go to the free throw line at the end of the game. You should want that. There's no star player in the league that I know of that would not want to be fouled and want to go to the line and want to have his team on his back to win the game. Like, there's no person that I know that wouldn't want that.
One person I can think
God rest his soul, but I wish Kobe Bean Bryant was here, bro. I promise you, bro. Giannis needed that influence a little bit more.
Kobe rolling over in his grave.
I'm telling you, man, because Kobe really believed in Giannis, bro. Yeah, man. I really wish Kobe was here to get in the gym with him over the summer to give him that extra push, like to what we were talking about earlier with that international style playing. You know, like I said, God rest his soul, but like I said, that Mamba mentality, that's real, and that's something that, you know, we just talked about. Giannis is still young, but now you're getting into those prime years where we want to see you take control and be that guy, man. You got one more game, man. I mean, it's win or go or stay home. It's win or stay home in Milwaukee, bro. So
I ain't even gonna cap, bro. That's it.
Look,
this is.
It depends on how they come out. It depends on how they start the game.
They started this game just fine.
That's all I just been to say. They was up 17.
It don't matter, bro. This game is over with, bro. Remy, you know what time it is.
They away too, huh?
No,
They home. They home.
Bro,
They at home for game
matter,
6.
bro.
It don't matter, bro.
They do. They could win this game. They can. Win
I think they can win this game, but are they gonna win the series? Like I said, I mean, we even go. Hey, I got a better question for y'all. I got a better question for y'all. Should James Harden play this next game?
I feel like
I don't see
him out.
why
I
he
feel like
would.
You can start it. I feel like if you feel like you can go, you start it, and if they don't pull your card, I mean, if you can act out there like you did last game, do the same thing. He might make a couple shots this time. But if they start pulling your card and figuring out you can't play defense, then you might have to get him up out of there. But I mean, if he could play the part and don't nobody pull his card, shoot, keep him out there.
I don't see why he would play. I don't know. And
you want to go to the next round and you want to get some rest.
Of course,
if they can win this next game, they get some rest time. So
yeah. To your point, I do agree with that. If he's able to come out and they're not able to figure that out quick,
yeah.
We don't understand, or we're not taking into account was Harden was a second ball handler, so KD didn't have to handle the ball all night, which allowed him to be able to get the looks that he got. So you gotta play Harden, even if it is just as a decoy to do what he do.
Yeah, I mean, he still had 7 assists last night.
Yeah, and so
yeah,
you do gotta keep, if Harden can play, you play him. But I mean, this is deflating, man.
I understand what you're saying. Like that's a bad game to come up off of, especially being a game 5, because that's like that's a make or break game right there. Game 5 was a make or break game. But
KD got to do it. KD got to do what he did again in the next game.
He can. He can.
Of course, of course.
But this is why it's over. It's gonna come down, and if I'm wrong, I'll happily be wrong. The series is gonna come down to who is better,
KD or Giannis,
or Kevin Durant. That's all it's gonna come down to. We can talk X's and O's all we want to.
I see.
Who is the better player, Kevin Durant or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And we know that, but what I'm saying is so many ways that the Bucks can beat the Nets the way they are right now.
But you could put Giannis, Thanos. Ain't nobody stop Kevin Durant.
You don't have to stop Kevin Durant. They still could have won last night. You don't stop Kevin Durant. This is the same thing I was saying on the Brooklyn side of
You can't let Jeff Green go for 27.
You can't stop Giannis, but you can't let everybody else. Like you said, Jeff Green can't go for 27.
That boy was 7 for 8.
You can't let Harden out there hide in plain sight. You can't let that happen. Like stuff like that led to them losing because you guys are shooting threes on somebody who can't defend you. You guys are putting Brook Lopez on Jeff Green, and he's not even trying to guard him at the 3-point line. And that made after he made 3. Like, you make changes, but Bud don't make no changes.
Daryl, it sounds nice.
No, I get what you're saying. I hope Brooklyn win. I hope Brooklyn win the next game.
Yeah,
I'm just
called
saying.
it. I mean, I'm with
bro,
it. Like, it's deflating.
It's over, bro. It's over. It's done. I don't care if they win the next game. They're gonna lose game 7. Like, it's over. It's over. And I picked Milwaukee with you, Jay. It's over.
I was just talking about this next game. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
The Brooklyn gonna win the next game. As far as I'm concerned, like it don't. Y'all don't. This is the thing, and like this is the end of an era game. That's what people. That's where it's not going through. It's over.
Yeah, the Eastern Conference is a lot better, man. You gotta account for the and I know we about to go into that. Atlanta just beat Philly. They up 3-2 now at this point. I mean, the East is stacked, man, and we don't see Brooklyn going anywhere anytime soon. So like, this is make or break for Milwaukee.
That game just ended.
Yeah, it just ended. Yeah, Atlanta was down 26, came back and beat Philly, the number 1 seed.
Okay.
All right.
Like
I can't wait till we get to
that's over too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's tough. New York's a lot better. Boston, like you said, Tatum is enough. Tatum, number 1 option, new coach. Hey, the East. Hey, I'm with you, Melo. I'm with you.
When you blowing leads like that, them is debilitating, bro. Like them are deflating.
That just
And then they were not only did they blow, it ain't like they blew a 17-point lead to a healthy Brooklyn. They beat a 1.5 with a big three. Or they only had 1.5 with a big three. It's over, bro. Like I don't care who. I don't care. It like I said, Kevin Durant is he willed that team to victory, bro. It's over. If they don't win, if somehow the Bucks decide or pull this series out, if somehow they do, I'm still firing Budenholzer.
Yeah, he has to get out of here.
Yeah, he gotta go.
Like I said, he does not change. He does not make any adjustments. And when it comes to playoffs, you have to make adjustments. That's why they have been kicked out early every year. They don't make no adjustments.
Whenever Giannis isn't the best player in a series, I wouldn't even go that far. Never mind. Because he's been the best player in a couple of days. I just know Giannis, he missing that thing that beat in your chest. That's all I know. And I'm a Giannis fan. He missing that. Real quick, let's shift our focus over to some of these injuries and what the news was that kind of broke today.
Oh, yeah.
Kawhi is out with a possible ACL tear.
Tragic.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I may be a terrible person for thinking this, but I just like, dang, imagine that. The thing that helped him win the title might be the thing that
loses him another one.
It's gonna make sure he doesn't win one. Because Klay tore his ACL versus the Raptors, and that's, in my heart of hearts, I believe they would have won that series.
Even without KD?
Yeah, they were on pace to win. They were about to win that game, the closeout game, Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
They were about to win it, and then obviously we know what happened. Obviously, we wish for a speedy recovery. The party wishes for a speedy recovery for Kawhi, and prayers and everything goes his way. We don't ever wish injury on anybody. No. Like I said, I just thought it was ironic that's the thing out of all of the injuries.
You could have had.
Yeah, because let's be honest, they're probably they probably could have gotten to the championship, and if Brooklyn was still hobbled, they could have beaten Brooklyn. But now with way off P as their number one guy, you won the bet, Daryl.
Look, man, I didn't want to win it this way. I really did want to win it this way.
That's all right, bro. You won it. It's cool.
It is over. If Kawhi,
no, he's done.
If Kawhi ACL, really has the ACL tear, is over. One thing that can come from this is Paul George can really try to cement his name. If you really want playoff P to stick, now's the time to show
it's stuck already
as a real playoff P. If you want to not as something that they're taunting you with. If you really want to be playoff P, you want to be that guy. Now's the time to show that. You have nothing to lose. Everybody thinks you're going to lose right now. At least if you go out swinging, they're like, oh, Paul George did something to at least try to make them win. You got to go out with at least 30, 35, 40 points. You can't score 17.
We don't need none of that off the backboard mess.
Yeah.
We don't need, bro.
That's one thing I can see coming from this. Him actually getting some respect back and putting some more respect on his name instead of all these nicknames people done gave him.
Let's be honest. The Jazz ain't like the Jazz just are that great. Seriously, he's arguably next to Gobert, the best player in the. I mean, not Gobert. Donovan Mitchell, the best player in the series.
And Donovan Mitchell got an ankle injury too that he probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say real quick. They are hooping right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
They are.
They hooping.
Both of them are. Clippers and Utah, they balling.
So like I said, yeah. I mean, if Paul George can ball out, put some more respect on your name, man. Get these dudes off your back. So that's something good that could come from it, win or loss. But yeah, I do expect Utah to pull this out now that Kawhi is not playing.
Congrats, man. Thank
you, sir. I appreciate it.
What I want to add is too. it's just been real unfortunate, man. Like we know injuries are a part of sport, but I just think the NBA really just needs to reevaluate how they.
Wait. Before we start talking about injuries as a whole, does anybody want to say anything about the CP3?
Oh, I think CP3 is just COVID protocol. The best thing for them is they swept Denver, so they have a little bit of extra time. So I mean, their best bet is to hope that this Clippers Utah series can go seven games. And CP3 should be all right, but I know the protocol is he has to have 2 negative tests back to back. So that could possibly, they said, so if this series was to end Game 6, the conference finals could start as soon as Sunday or Monday when we drop the episode. So we really just got to see how long it's going to take. But I think CP3 will be all right. I think he'll be all right. My thing is too, even if he does have to miss a couple of games, I think the Suns will be all right because Mike Conley still isn't playing. Donovan Mitchell, he playing on his ankle, but it isn't 100%. I still think Phoenix, they're not the same team without Chris Paul, but like Melo said, they were trending up before, and they hooping right now. They hooping, so I think they'll be fine. So their best bet is to just hope this series goes 7 games. And even with KD's point, if KD and them can close out Milwaukee this game, their best bet is to hope that Philly can win, beat Atlanta in Game 6, give them some time off, give them some extra time off. Game 7, they don't care who wins. They just gonna be ready for the challenge.
Wait, I got a question. What happened when LeBron had to go through COVID protocol?
Well, he didn't get fined. Chris Paul has COVID.
Oh, he has it?
Yeah, he has COVID.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah, that's why he has to. That's why he has to sit out. Yeah, so I don't think he's like ill or anything. I think it's an asymptomatic situation, but he has to have 2 negative consistent tests. So that's his situation. So I
didn't know he had it. Okay.
Yeah. So he tested when they were doing the test. So he, like he said, he feels fine and everything. Chris Paul said ain't nothing wrong with him, but he just gotta wait out the protocol. Honestly, like I said, this extended time is good for him too, because he was hobbled in the first round and, a little bit hobbled in the second round, a little bit, even though they got the sweep. So I think it's all good. I think he'll be okay, but my prayers are out to Kawhi and Kyrie as well. I really love seeing Kyrie play, so that just sucks. So get well soon, y'all. But
yeah, for real.
I forgot what I was gonna say before I said that. But,
you were talking about the NBA and injuries.
Yeah, you said they really need to reconsider.
Yeah, they just need to just take a look in how they're rolling out the season and everything, because one thing LeBron did tweet that earlier today. He was just like, this just takes a physical toll on your body, and because of COVID and the closing of the season and bringing them back into the bubble and having a season soon after that, I just think it's worth taking a look into. You know what I'm saying? Especially because football's gonna come back, and you still have football in the playoffs in December, January, February still, so you have that entertainment source. So just kind of reevaluating. We got the Olympics this summer, and we already know Dame and Draymond said they are going to play in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So, you got the bubble this season, crowning the champion, not even a year from when you crowned the last champion, Olympics, training camp, another season. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth taking a look into, because I hate these injuries, especially in the playoffs. So
I understand where you're coming from, and I think this season was an outlier because Yep. Because of it being so compact. Like, they played games 3 to 4 days out of the week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they can get back to a regular season, or the thing I feel like they really need to look at is back-to-backs. If you're going to change anything, try to change back-to-backs to where it's not as many. But that's really, like, the problem with these injuries, because there's a lot of soft tissue injuries. It's a lot of strain on those muscles because you're playing dang near every day throughout the week. So, I mean, like I said, I feel like this season was an outlier. I mean, there's possibly stuff you can look at as far as the schedule goes, but I feel like the main thing is just trying to limit as many back-to-backs as you can.
They did a good job. Oh, I'm sorry, Lam. Just to add this, they did a really good job this season as well in clustering games, so they need to look into that. Like, if let's say if Philly going to the West Coast, starting up in Oregon and going down to California, playing Golden State,
And then
Clippers,
play those
Lakers,
games, play those teams back to back if you need to.
Yeah, knock them out. Yeah, so they did a good job with that. So that is your point. That is a good point to.
And real quick, obviously, like they had started doing it better before. I mean, this is a one of one situation as far as COVID, right? Like no one expected this. Like before COVID hit, the league had took many measures to be able to separate out and make sure that players wouldn't even have to have. Remember that's before COVID hit. That
the back to back was
all that stuff had got like the season had got elongated because of that. So all it did was it added more time in between, so you didn't have to play all those games. I believe they're trying to get back to that. I believe I read or heard that they are in the works of trying to get their schedule back to normal. It's just unfortunately, you know how it is, bro. When you're trying to get back on schedule after something like COVID, then it is it's tough. So I'm with you, Jay. They do need to look into it. Just make sure that we're able to have a season that allows all the players to be competing when it matters most. So.
Okay. I feel like, yeah. I mean, even with all the injuries, I feel like these playoffs have really been good playoffs. All of these series have been, like, good series. I mean, we had a lot of blowouts and stuff, but I feel like these playoffs have really been entertaining. But let's get into the special segment. Today we are doing Profit or Stop It. So, we each take a hot take, present it to the rest of the guys, and we all vote whether it's a profit, and that's definitely going to come true, or they just need to stop it with you already know. So, who do I want to start with?
Can I go first?
Huncho.
Oh, go ahead, Huncho.
Shit, Jay, if you want to go first, go ahead.
No, you go. Man, pick. You go.
Oh, well, fuck it. All right.
The goat has spoken.
All right, let's get it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, bro, debauchery, bro. All right, so my Profit or Stop It came from a tweet that I saw, and we gonna shift things over to some football talk real quick, in proper Huncho fashion. So they came out with a list of the top quarterback rankings going into 2021. And we just going to keep it at top 5. I ain't even going to go down the list any further, but we're going to go top 5. So top 5 is, and this is in order: Pat Mahomes 1, Deshaun Watson 2, Lamar Jackson 3, Aaron Rodgers 4, Tom Brady 5. Profit or Stop It. Let's go, Melo. You looking like you thinking hard, man.
They don't list again.
So it go Pat Mahomes 1, Deshaun Watson 2, Lamar Jackson 3, Aaron Rodgers 4, Tom Brady 5. And this is going from, if it matters, it's going from 2007 to 2020. I don't know why they picked 07, but that's the years. So a 13-year span.
Those have been the top top quarterbacks in that time?
That's who they put in there, yeah. For those years, that's who they put in right there for them, for those past years.
2007 to
and these all current quarterbacks, of course, currently in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think I seen that.
And who did this?
Oh, PFF, bro.
How many Super Bowls have Tom Brady won?
I'm just saying,
2007?
Why is he last?
I don't know. Hey, come on with it, Melo. Let them know. We can tag them in this response directly.
Listen, I thought you were saying like this is the projected rankings going into this season. I'm like, okay, I'll swap out Deshaun and A-Rod, right? Like, I'll swap them and call it good. But this is from 2007 to now?
Yeah. If I said going into 2020, my bad. That's on me if I said that. But yeah, that's from 2007 to now.
And Tom Brady need to be higher. And I even put Russell Wilson, make him higher too. I think he was tied for 5th.
Tied for 5th? He might be 3rd.
Yeah. I know. I think in that article, I think he was tied for 5th with Tom Brady.
They got Russell Wilson at 6.
Okay, 6. Yeah, so 6. Yeah.
And they have Justin Herbert at 7 off 1 year.
Oh yeah, they wilding, bro. They wilding. Stop it. Just stop it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Move up Russell Wilson, A-Rod, and Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think this is just to stop it.
Melo,
I think they have,
off
why
1
you
year,
looking
bro.
like that, bro?
Off 1 year. And that's adding in all of their plays throughout those years. So within that time span, Russell Wilson has 5.
Span. It's the whole time
2000.
span.
It's 2007 to 2020. So within that
and
time span, Russell Wilson.
They're ranked from 2007 to 2000 to present.
Yeah.
And they're okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So within that time span, Russell Wilson has had 5,956 snaps. Tom Brady has had 9,442 snaps, or that's total. Like that's their total snap. Lamar has 1,659, and then Justin Herbert only has 669. He's ranked number 7.
Ow, Sway. Look, just stop it. All right.
Oh, gosh. Yes. So, the list, at least the top 3.
I want y'all to give y'all order 2. I want y'all to give what order y'all think would be 2.
I know the top 4. I don't know who I could put in there at 5 right off the top of my dome. I know the top 4. And it goes Tom.
Okay.
Tom.
It's not hard, bro.
My homeboy. Russell and Aaron.
Who 5, bro? You got to pick 5. You got to.
Give me some more names on the list.
Lamar.
Well, it's active. So Carson Wentz, Lamar Jackson. You got
D. Watt.
Yep. Deshaun Watson.
I'll go. Listen,
Josh Allen.
Jackson.
You good? Okay. You good? Lamar.
Jackson at 5. Yeah.
At 5.
Lamar. Yeah, and that's just because they gave him an MVP. I gotta put MVP at 5. Golly, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, but to the whole list, you gonna stop it?
Yeah. What? You got one dude that's number. Yeah,
Ray, 5 should be 1. That's all I gotta say.
Pro Football Focus.
Man,
y'all, get it together.
Hey.
Y'all had an intern. An intern did that, right?
Intern put that out. Put that information out.
Listen. Pro Football Focus. I know it's the off season, and I know y'all looking for clicks.
Hold on, let me hide myself so you can say this. Hide yourself, Huncho, so Melo could talk directly in the screen.
Hide myself.
so
listen, bro, it's cool. On the screen it's straight. It's straight, Jay. It's straight. Look. Listen, Pro Football Focus. I know it's the off season, and I know y'all need some content, but clickbait like this, y'all better than that. It's something I expect from ESPN. All right, y'all actually sit there. Y'all have people that sit there and watch tape. Okay, don't fall for the okie doke that ESPN do. I promise they're not really the worldwide leader in sports. I promise.
Hey,
that's the party. That's the official party podcast.
Better than that.
I fell for the okie doke earlier. Who next?
He's stupid. You heard the man. Who you kicking it to?
Melo, who you kicking it to?
No, who
you went? Yeah, who you kicking it to?
No, I ain't say mine yet. Melo just
profit or stop it.
I ain't say mine. Melo just said his.
He did it. Go ahead, Huncho. It's on you.
I gotta kick it. Oh,
stop it.
Yeah, did you profit or stop it, Huncho?
This was your
I'm going to
profit
stop it.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, did you profit or stop
But I still got to get y'all top 5 though. So Lamp, let me get your top 5.
I agree with Melo.
Okay.
I agree with Melo.
Jay, you agree with Melo too?
Exact thing. And
Tom
I said
Brady,
Jackson.
Aaron Rodgers,
Jamar Jackson was.
Russell Wilson,
Lamar Jackson was 5.
Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Are you putting Pat at 4?
Only because it's from 2007.
That time span?
Yeah, if it was a little shorter, if it was like a 5-year, I would definitely put Pat Mahomes first and Tom Brady second. But no shade to Pat Mahomes. You're still Super Bowl champion. You're still my homeboy, but it's just the length of it.
Okay. Now, wait, which one? What you say, Lamp? You say you agree directly with Melo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just going to say Brady, Mahomes, and Roger, Wilson, Jackson.
I'll go Brady 1, obviously. If we going from 2007 to 2020, I'm gonna go Brady, then Russ Wilson.
Yeah, because he split like Pat Mahomes in that time span. He went to a Super Bowl.
And especially that's the time where they had LOB. They was rolling.
Yeah, they were rolling, yep.
Bro, I'm sorry, but ain't Pat Mahomes is number 2, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
2007, bro.
That was my only defense was Tomlin. But I'm not mad that you put Pat Mahomes. You're not wrong.
I'm not mad either, but I gotta hear it.
Let me explain it. Can I explain it real quick? The only reason why I put him over Russ is because Pat Mahomes won them the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson was a game manager when he won the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson didn't get the keys turned over to him until the Legion of Boom was gone. Some will say the Legion of Boom was the real reason that they won that title. That's what we know about that team, the Legion of Boom. That's the only reason. But y'all know I love Russ. Russ is number. I believe I put Russ 3. Like Russ is right there. I put Russ over Aaron Rodgers personally.
I don't know, man. I will agree with you that
I'm not gonna be mad. I did have to say that one piece though. I just have to say that one piece.
I will agree with you that a lot of them winning was because of LOB.
Early on.
Yeah, for sure. I will say that, but you still need a well-oiled machine as a team to be able to have that happen. You don't have that if you don't have the quarterback producing like you need him to. So that's the only reason why I can't.
Mahomes have never lost in September.
But look though, I can't just based off the time that Russell Wilson has played.
20-0.
I can't put him. It's hard for me to put Pat Mahomes in front of Russell Wilson because of just the time. Right now, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes, hands down, for sure.
So if he's better than current Russell Wilson, because this is the best Russell Wilson's ever played right now, what makes him better all the time? Overall. And I'm asking that seriously.
Well, I feel like riddle me this. Tom Brady was excellent in the playoffs this past season, but that defense was stacked. So I would say even this past Super Bowl, if Pat Mahomes didn't have the injuries that he had to his O-line, I think the Chiefs win that Super Bowl. But you could say that even Brady was more so a game manager only because he had the weapons that he did. I feel like any quarterback with those weapons, with that defense last year, a good quarterback, a solid quarterback, you put Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, they're based off our list, I feel like they win the Super Bowl too.
You can't call a game manager is a when you use the word game manager, that means all you're going like a Jimmy Garoppolo is a game manager. Kirk Cousins, those are game man. I don't think Tom Brady was actually out there making throws. Like even though he had good players, Tom Brady was playing some good football. Whereas them like I said, when Russ won his Super Bowl, what was their offense known for? Marshawn Lynch. He wasn't even the best player on offense.
If I'm not
I
mistaken,
only
I
ask
think
you that as devil's advocate. I'm only asking you that as devil's advocate.
No,
If
for
you say
sure.
Right now, if you say right now Mahomes is the better player, but then we're talking about the totality or the total, his total docket of work. Well, that's the case. Russell Wilson wasn't like he was no more than Jimmy Garoppolo early on.
what
Now,
I
don't get
will
me wrong,
say,
he developed and became a better player, and obviously now I believe he's.
I'm looking at
What
these
I-
stats now.
Russ
boy.
Russ was snapping. Russ was snapping. What I
Yeah.
will say though, is I feel like now in terms of throwing the ball, Russ has the greatest weapon he's ever had in a receiver.
Right, I said outside of Tyreek and Travis that was the best duo.
Yeah, but
Metcalf is a nuclear weapon.
so keeping that in mind, I feel like Russ throwing the ball back then was more so of him really being locked in and knowing his reads, knowing his what the defense is going to do in this situation, like really locking in and keying in because he didn't have no DK back then. I think
But he had a running back, which means they were playing.
Which does balance it out. Yeah,
they had 7 in the box, so you getting a lot of man on the outside. We can go on this all day. We can keep it moving, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. I just want to play a little devil's.
Yeah, that was a good question. That was a good question that we need
sure.
to keep table for the future, man. That was a good combo.
Yeah.
Look, it'll be football season before we
hey,
know
bro,
it.
you see,
Yeah, it's right around the corner, bro.
Because you look, man, I'm ready for you.
Who you passing
Alright,
it to, Huncho?
I'm gonna go. Let's get it, Jay-Tay.
All right, I'll be quick. I'll be quick with mine. I was actually recently talking to somebody about this one too. So, fellas, Trae Young will win the championship before Luka Doncic. Profit or stop? No, I'm in Atlanta, so I talk a lot of Hawks basketball with people now. So, profit or stop it, fellas. Somebody. I got 3 profits on that, and I got a stop.
I'm gonna say stop.
That's what you. Oh, from your conversation.
I'm gonna say
from my
stop.
conversation.
I'm gonna say stop it only because I don't think Trae has shown me enough that he can be one of them point guards that can win a championship. Now, I will happily, once again, I don't mind being wrong. I'm happily wrong. But y'all know my old, like, what I gotta stick to what I stick to, right? Like, I always say that it's the hardest thing to do is be a point guard led team and win a title. Whereas at least Luka's 6'7". Luka can rebound. He can, like, you gotta put a big dude on Luka no matter what. Because you put a little dude on him, he's just gonna eat him up.
Right.
Like, you don't have it. Yeah. So the only reason is because I have to stick to my own guns when I say this. Is I gotta say stop it because I'm one of those advocates that the little guards don't win championships, but. That's a great question, Jay. That is a great profit or stop it.
That's good. Who you kicking it to?
Go ahead, man. You got it.
All right.
Man, look, Van, what did he do to you, bro?
What you mean?
He already done took Luka off once. It's like you waiting on him to say something against Luka again, bro.
Can we not?
I'm just looking at you up there, bruh. It was almost like you was looking at him like you did the other day. In the last recording.
No. I wasn't looking at him like that. I wasn't looking at him like that.
My bad, bro. Go ahead, Lance. My bad.
So this is a tough one. Oh man. I'm going to say profit. And that is because I just feel like Atlanta is a better shaped team at this time. Like, we don't even know what's going to happen to Porzingis. We don't know if they're going to keep him. We don't know, like, can they even trade him? He has no value right now. Like, is he going to come around? Is he going to actually try to play with Luka, or, like, is he going to become a problem? So that's the thing that's in the back of my mind with the Mavericks. When it comes to the Hawks, I feel like they're well-rounded right now. They have a lot of pieces. They have young pieces. They have some vets. They have a lot of they just have a lot of pieces that they can continue to work on throughout the future. and Atlanta's pretty like they're showing that they can hang with a lot of the teams in the East right now. So in the future, we'll see what happens. Like I feel like they're closer to getting to the finals than the Mavs are. So I'm gonna go Profit for that reason.
I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. I'm gonna go Profit also. Simply because, kind of like Lamp said, I feel like the Hawks have a little more going for them as far as them being young. Young organization. They got some key players in there that could really develop into some nice pieces. You got John Collins, who is gonna be a very, very great player.
He gonna get paid this summer too.
Yes, yep, that. And then also you got everything built around Trae Young, which, you know, with him being who he is, he's already starting to show people what he can do. If he's able to, I feel like with Trae Young, kind of like what we talked about last episode, once Trae Young is able to reach that superstar status, then it's gonna be that time. So I don't know, we're gonna see, but I will go Profit to Trae getting the championship over Luka.
Yeah, and I'll end it off. I went Profit too, and I only went Profit. Not to say that Dallas hasn't bought into Luka, but I just feel like Atlanta's bought in a lot more to Trae Young and Trae Young being their future. Now I do have this crazy theory, and we could definitely say this for another show, but I'm an honest believer that I think, especially with the Stan Van Gundy stuff happening, people always try to blame the smaller markets and stuff. I think Zion is going to definitely leave New Orleans in the future once his rookie contract is up. And I think he's either going to play with Luka or he's going to play with Ja Morant. So I think he's going to play with one of those two. And if Zion can get with Luka in Dallas or something, now we talking. We talking for sure, especially in the future and stuff. So I'm just going to go Profit for the simple fact that I think Atlanta's really bought in to Trae Young. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. Luka's that guy. And Melo has a point, you know what I'm saying? I always say if Chris Paul was 6'10", with his skill set, he would have multiple championships.
Real quick,
So,
and I'll go next, but I just wanted to say one last piece on that since I was the only stop it. You look at the two teams, and I think one of you guys brought it up. You look at the two teams, a couple of y'all brought it up. Luka is dragging teams in the West to the 6th seed with nobody with him.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure. I just want to remember. Just last year, the Hawks was the 12th seed or something, and their teams were comparable. So just they're making a great run. Obviously, I told you, and we've talked about it on the show. I've definitely become more of a fan of Trae Young because of this recent playoff run. I mean, he's earned my respect. But I think that if they can get Luka one reliable player. I mean, he took a fully loaded Clippers team to the 7th game by himself. So,
yeah.
like I said, it's gonna be good. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah,
I just wanted to at least bring note to the fact that Luka.
Luka has
he's dragging a third option of Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
To the 6th seed in the playoff in the West. So. But I'll go next, though. Let me go next. So, Profit or Stop It, the Suns are going to win the NBA championship this year.
Profit! Profit!
Go
Profit! And you want to know why? And you want to know why? Y'all want to know why? And I'm going to just leave it at this. The healthiest team is going to win the NBA championship this year. Just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't mind if I'm wrong, because honestly, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I just want to see some good basketball. But like I said, Brooklyn can come and beat them. But if they're healthy, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like the healthiest team gonna win, and they're really healthy right now. So I just go Profit with that. But I wouldn't be mad if I was wrong, honestly. So just leave it at that.
Lamp over here laughing. Kick it the lamp, bro, please.
Wait, let me say mine quick. Mine real
quick. Go ahead, Huncho. And then Lamp.
All I'm saying is Profit. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally
it.
My only point. I'm gonna say Profit. Go ahead.
All right, man. Look, I'm glad y'all got these predictions, but I'm gonna need some more conviction, like my man Skip said. I need some more conviction. I don't want to hear I don't mind if I'm wrong. No, I'm not trying to hear that. If y'all think it, I want y'all to think it's right. I don't want to.
They need to have courage in their convictions, bro.
Put some courage in y'all convictions. I'm tired of hearing I don't mind if I'm wrong.
I picked Phoenix earlier. I said if Phoenix got LaMarcus Aldridge, they could have won it.
I get you, and I see what you're saying. I'm just saying, don't put I don't mind if I'm wrong after your statement. Don't put that.
I mean, I don't. If the Bulls was in the finals, I would
understand.
Mind.
I understand if you don't mind if you're wrong, but I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear.
I don't mind if I'm wrong,
bruh. I told you he wanted some smoke with you,
bruh.
I told you. You see now he all up in the camera. I told you, bro. You thought I wasn't looking at him like that. Okay, bro.
Man, I'm not trying to hear. Oh yeah, I'm a win, but I don't mind if I get second place. No, If you think you go get first place, you get first place. I don't want to hear. But second or third isn't bad either. No,
with all these injuries, we don't know. We just seen Kawhi go out.
I get it. But if you gonna say it, put some bass in your voice.
I'm the one that said.
That's
all
I'm saying.
Profit.
All right. That's it. That's all I want to hear.
I don't care if I'm wrong. I didn't stay away from my answer. I said profit.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that you don't even need. I don't want to see the little.
Okay, Lamb. Profit or stop it. Profit. Your boy said profit.
And it's a stop it. Y'all already know because y'all already know where I'm at.
Profit.
Y'all already know where I'm at. And it ain't no. I don't mind if I'm wrong because I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
All right. You gonna see?
Brooklyn. Y'all, I've been saying it all this whole time. Y'all ain't finna waver me.
If Brooklyn lose, I want that Shannon Sharp mean face over Lamb face. Bring me.
Nah, bro.
Hey, Lamb said KD, HD, CD, Brooklyn and 4.
Look, all I'm saying, don't let Brooklyn win this series. Yeah, all I need is one person healthy. It don't matter if y'all got Chris Paul, Cliff Paul. Y'all can have them both. As long as I have
Cliff,
Kyrie or James Harden, we good.
Cliff.
So yeah, y'all know where I'm at with it.
Oh man.
So I guess I'm last.
I ain't with it.
Oh, Melo ain't go yet.
Go ahead. I know where Melo at. Go ahead.
Tell me where I'm at, please.
You profit?
No. No. What did I say? Episode 1, 2, 3, or 4. I listen. I wavered on it, and I was wrong. And I'm not wavering on it again. I said, bro, Brooklyn's winning the title, bro. I'm not gonna be a prisoner of the moment, bro. Brooklyn's winning the title. I like Phoenix.
Phoenix is good. Hey,
go D-Book. But I wavered once, and you fooled me once. Shame on you. Fooled me twice. I can't put the blame on you. I picked Milwaukee over there, having a rough go with just one person. So,
you a firm believer in your take, Jay?
Yeah.
Let's make it interesting, man.
I'm with it.
Let's make it interesting. Let's put a bet up. 2v2 bet.
2v2 bet. What we doing?
I'm with it.
We got a bottle on this. Is that what we saying for the
Let's
championship?
Let's do it.
All right.
And then if me and Jay win, then we could do like half and half. But if y'all win, we'll just send y'all like.
I got you. I'll do you one better. I'll send you and Melo an ace bottle at the end of the NBA season. I'll send y'all a gold bottle if Brooklyn win the championship.
See, let's go talk. I have nothing.
I don't know.
I don't know what he just said, bro. I don't
want
can't
conviction?
comprehend.
It don't get more convicted than that. You know I like the ace bottle too. I love the aesthetic of an ace bottle. So I really put. I put it up
He
there.
really put courage in his conviction.
I see my boys a gold bottle. Hey, Remy put the price on that boy. Hey, and let him know, Remy. Let him know. That's big. Hey, that's big boy.
What you want to do?
They thought.
Oh, that's what that is, Jay.
Yes, bro. I get him a go.
We was about to waiver off of this.
I'm in Atlanta, bro. I could get an ace bottle for my boys.
Listen, bro.
What y'all want? What kind of bottle
What y'all want coming from us, bro?
What kind of bottle do y'all want?
No, I want to go against the grain or something. I want like Lamp to wear jerseys or somebody. Give me some thought. Like I want.
I'll go buy a jersey.
Let me cut that.
Gosh.
I want something. I want something that everybody can see who watches the show. So
Melo gotta get a LeBron jersey.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, we can make Melo get a LeBron jersey. I like that one right there. Get that number 6. What you gotta wear that number 6 fresh for the new season.
You gotta rock that Mickey.
You gotta rock that number 6.
Not number 7, number 6.
It's all right, because we got faith in number 7 over here.
Oh yeah, number 7 all day.
All right,
it's all right.
I think it's something for Lamp too, but I like that for Melo because that'll just be hilarious.
Hey, don't worry about it. The deal. Listen, the deal is on. We got time to get the semantics worked out.
Yeah.
Okay, but the deal is on. All right.
We'll get it before next week's episode. We got a deal, and I got something for you, Van. Since you want to pull out LeBron, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. And our first show after the champions are crowned, if Brooklyn wins that.
Don't worry about it.
Before
we go any further, before Lamp finishes our profit and stop it, it's officially a bet, right? No backing out.
Let's do it.
No backing out.
Do it.
Okay. They must have forgot who their point guard is. Just on cue, he just went in the COVID protocol. He just went in the protocol right on cue.
CP not show up.
He's good.
I forgot. I wish I would put money on Chris Paul.
Hey, Jay, we good.
I'm with it.
Good.
All right, so look.
I up the ante. Shit. Man, it's the finals.
Dang, man.
This hurry up in this show.
Hey, y'all see that?
Them boys.
Jay, look. The ante, bro.
Don't worry
For the record, Flyer Pop said that's a $300 bottle. I will buy whatever jersey you want me to buy if I'm wrong.
I just know this, bro. CP0 shows up right when it matters most, and he's already starting his act.
He shows up for the other team.
He's the only person in the league that done got COVID in the last 3 months.
How you get COVID?
Shout outs.
It's all good.
And right when it mattered most, it's the Western Conference Finals.
All right.
Hey, who's sitting in the Western Conference Finals? Not Brooklyn. Not Philly, not Atlanta, not Utah, not the Clippers.
They gonna beat her.
Hey, we gonna get there.
Yeah, Brooklyn gonna beat her.
Get there.
Shout out.
We got Giannis shivering in his boots.
Yeah,
Get there.
Brooklyn got Mike Budenholzer fired.
I still have conviction in my pick with Milwaukee. Like I said, I'm not surprised KD did his thing, but Milwaukee, do your thing, man.
Hey,
make
let's
me
go.
believe
All right. Shout out, boys. Well, who going first? I mean, I can go first since I'm talking. You know.
You big dog, man. Your day just passed, man. You gotta go first.
Oh yeah.
Did you go profit or stop it, Lamp? Did you say yours?
Oh, I didn't say mine. I'm gonna make it quick because this is just some. This is out there profit or stop it. I just seen it. I couldn't really find nothing that I thought was really good, so we probably gonna make this quick. Profit or stop it. Porzingis is finna end up in Portland.
Ooh. That's
profit or stop it.
Think of that.
Can we do profit, stop it, or who cares?
Raise your hand if you care.
I don't know. Did Portland got the cap?
It's only because it's Porzingis, bro. I promise. Profit. Maybe they'll move CJ and they'll get that also dependent wing.
Look.
I
both teams are really like they're stressing. They're both in bad spots.
Maybe
they're desperate right now.
They're just gonna trade their problem.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it happen before.
I say profit. Why not?
I'm gonna say
Both
stop
teams
it
are
because I don't
desperate.
know Portland cap space, and I know he gonna be looking for some money that he don't deserve. So stop.
I say stop it too, just because I'm in the same situation as Jay.
Lamp, they gonna trade their problems. Profit or
Look,
stop
man.
it.
Profit, man.
Oh yeah, we
Who
back.
else? Who else is going to pay Chris Staffs?
I hate it.
New York, the Knicks.
New York let him go the first time. New York let him go the first time. They ain't
Hey,
paying
but you
him.
know New York famous for some. Bet you Dennis Schroeder gonna probably be in New York. You can get their
Yeah,
money too.
Dennis Schroeder.
They love paying people.
I guarantee Porzingis won't
Because
be
they
back.
got money to throw away.
I guarantee that.
But you see, I told y'all it was gonna be quick. It was gonna be quick.
You silly, bro. You brought up the donkey. You silly, bro.
Him funny.
Him funny, bro. Him real funny.
Hey, we had 2 donkeys on the show today.
Yeah, we did.
Wait,
Stop it.
who was the first donkey?
Yeah, the first donkey.
This was a
is,
fun
the
show.
one with the-
This was a fun episode.
The one with the Clemson hat on. That's the first donkey.
Luckily, you can't see it.
Donkey Brooks.
Man.
Man, let's get in them shout outs, Lamb. Go ahead, bro. You was starting us off.
For sure. Shout out to the guys. Shout out to the squad, man. Today was funny. It was a really funny episode. I love it. I feel like we get better with each episode. But you already know. If you need those headshots, shout out to Leah Cherry Photography.
Hey, shout her out.
If you need that vision, like if you looking for a vision, you know you got something in mind. Like, I like this design. I want to design. Look no further. The GOAT. Norris Vision. You know?
Norris Vision?
Norris Vision.
LL what?
He got the vision for you.
He got the LL what?
Hey, the LLC.
He big time.
He got the vision for you. You already know.
Hey, I see them goggles.
Shout out to the GOAT himself wearing the goggles. Shout out to the GOAT himself. Shout out to Jay. No, you. The GOAT, man. Like,
No,
I feel
not
like I feel like this man has, like, he's innovating something every day. I talk to this man. He's doing something different every day. So you already know, GOAT man, shout him out. And you know we can't go without shouting out Flyer Pop.
Flyer Pop.
You already know what's up. Shout out Flyer Pop. Shout out Flyer Pop Gaming. You already know what's up. If you like streaming, go check them out. And last but not least, shout out Frequent Flyers. I'm excited. We actually have a show coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend in Flint. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Dizzy Wright headlining it, so it's definitely gonna be cool. They're very excited, but yeah, go tap in Frequent Flyers, FREEQUENT Flyers, and you know what's up. Go ahead, Melo.
Let's see, where do I start? Let's start off with Leah Cherry Photography. You already know what it is. Shout out the gang, the party. Y'all already know. I ain't even gotta speak on that. Hey man, shout out the crew. I just went on my trip with fellas. I mean, it was a great time. I shout all y'all out: Brandon, Bugs, Jamar, Chaz, James. And I'm missing one. I don't know why I'm missing one. Oh well. Who am I missing? It might have just been. I don't know. Listen, that's the type of trip it was, bro. So I really appreciate y'all, fellas. Y'all made it a trip that we'll never forget. And Javon, shout out Javon. Like I said, great trip, great vibes, great energy. You know what I mean, and great fellowship amongst a group of black men, bro. I mean, you can't beat it, bro. So shout out you guys. Obviously, shout out Frequent Flyers. Tap in. Shout out The Vision, LLC. You already know. Jay-Tay, you already know. Hey, good luck at your next endeavor. Hey, you already know what it is, my guy. Flyer Pop. You already know. Shout out Remy. And shout out the family. You already know. Let's get it.
And shout out Telly Bob. Shout out Telly Bob. We finally we got our winner. We got our winner for our contest.
Hey man, stay on the lookout. Y'all never know what we got coming up our sleeves, so stay on the lookout. Hey, we really do this, man. We really do this. Jay-Tay, what's up?
Yeah, man. So I'm really excited to announce. My first shout out is I am going to announce something that I am working on. So I'm working on trademarking my cologne. So I'm working on the cologne line. So as soon as I drop that, I'm gonna make sure to get all the fellas some samples. We're gonna get that popping this fall. So details coming out on that soon, y'all. So fellas, get in tune, man. We working on the hygiene. I like to smell good. I feel good. When you smell good, you feel better. You look good. So I'm really been working really hard on this cologne. So I'm working on the trademark and everything. So that's on the way. Shout out to all the endless opportunities, man. Shout out, guys. Y'all always know I love to give, my praise and love and appreciation for my Savior, man. Jesus Christ and God, man. Like I said, I wouldn't be anywhere without it. And shout out to Remy Flyer Pop, man. Like I said, getting this show together. Safe travels, bro. Please enjoy LA, bro. Have a great time. We appreciate you here. You deserve that vacay. So, yeah, man. Shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to us, man. Shout out to being black. Shout out to black men out here working hard.
Facts, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the boys on the, everybody on. Shout out to Flyer Pop. Shout out to Jay. You coming out with your own cologne, bro. That's big, bro.
Trying, man.
Very big. Very big.
Scented Goat coming out soon.
Hey. You put one spray of that on, it's like a magnet, bro.
Hey, bro.
I hope it gives that effect. I hope so.
Yeah, man. Shout out Frequent Flyers, man. Like Lamp said, they got a show coming. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Tap in. Tap in. Shout out to Melo. Yes, sir. Shout out to Melo. Shout out to all your endeavors that you got going on. Shout out to Aaliyah Cherry Photography, everything. Y'all need any work done, hit me up, man. Videography really taking off now. Just trying to get more work, trying to continue to put my stuff out there. Really focusing on letting my vision be captured, man. So if y'all need work, man, let me know. Continue to strive, continue to be great, continue to be yourself. Keep pushing, man. Don't give up. That's all I got to say, man.
I might need some work, bro.
You already know.
Hey, let's get it.
New logo.
Let's get it.
And last but not least, shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Shout out y'all.
Already know what's up. We ain't doing this without y'all, so y'all already know what's good.
Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Hey, man, it was some heavy hitters on this episode,
Yeah.
man. Y'all missed this one. I feel bad, man.
It's crazy because we were struggling for content, and it's probably one of my favorite shows. It's a fun episode. This is
a nice episode. And just like that, episode 13.
It's a wrap. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
We gone. Y'all
We
already know.
Party out, man.
Party out.
Get it.